share this content. Let friends, neighbors know where to go when it's time to tune in to Cowboys. I guess we can call it preseason mode because at the time, we are 3-6 right now. Appreciate everybody for tuning in and being part of this. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get it. The name, Law Nation. Mama said there'll be days just like this. Come on. Yep. Cowboys game day glorified preseason versus the Texans. Tank, huh? Come on. Right. Is the room fill all the way up? Be sure to hit the like, share this content. Come on. 5, 4. I know we got more people than this. Come on, baby. Preseason. Put a 1 in the chat if the audio is straight. Come on.
What more do you want from me?
All right. Good afternoon, everybody. All right, so it's Monday Night Football, and a lot of things that can go on with this particular situation. 9 times out of 10, what you want to see is competition. You want to see us compete just enough, right? Just enough. And then we want to end up handling the L at the end. That's just how it goes, unfortunately. The Cowboys got a 29% chance of winning. Let me read. It's a 29.7 chance of winning. So you telling me that there's a chance? The 6-4 Texans versus the 3-6 Cowboys. Let me know if the audio is straight. Please let me know. Let me know if the audio is straight. My thoughts on this altogether, collectively speaking, is that the frustrations, because with better sense of urgency, I can foresee us winning at least 2 more games than what we have right now, right? And one can argue if the Cowboys do how to really will and deal with the trade situation, they could have at least 3 games more than where we at right now. And when I said this earlier today, shout out to everybody, man, that's on my Twitter, what have you. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all to the moon and back. I said this earlier today. And, of course, we're in full tank season and everything like that. But I said this because the Cowboys could have won at least 2 more games earlier this season if they had established a sense of urgency during the offseason. Free agency, period. And perhaps 3 if the front office knew how to will and deal on a trade. So I'm with that particular energy because now if you look at it, if you see what I'm seeing, and you hear what I'm hearing, yes, the Washington team is 7-4, but they're a Hail Mary away from being a game behind, just being a game ahead of us. Hail Mary away, right? On top of that, of course, Detroit looking phenomenal. That's just how they are, Detroit looking phenomenal. They're 9-1, right? Minnesota 8-2. They finding ways to win. Green Bay 7-3. That's a nice division there. Atlanta 6-5. Tampa Bay 4-6. Right, and they started off real hot. Shout out to Tampa Bay and them. But hey, oh yeah, look, that's okay with everything because we not the only team that's at the bottom, right? Because we just ahead of a team that's at the bottom, and that's San Francisco. Yeah, they 5-5 at the bottom of their particular division, right? Yeah, misery love company. So yeah, me and the twin, me and twin empire or twin maker. however you want to call them. Boy, we've been in this doggone dog house as it relates to the NFL season all year long. Yeah, so come on, twin. Hey, where have you been? What that boy said, if you think you're lonely now, ooh yeah, wait until tonight. Yeah, where Twin Baker at? Yeah, well, all of them San Francisco 49ers. Yeah, come on down to the bottom, Yeah, Twin Riggs, yeah. Yeah, but we can't have a lot of room to talk because we know our issues. We know our downfalls and our pitfalls and things like that. Come on with it. Come on, baby. Ooh, yeah. Wait until tonight. Oh, my gosh, man. But according to news and information for the nation, they're going to give a heavy look at Ryan Flournoy. Preseason mode, baby. Keemon Hall. Appreciate my guy. He's been elevated to the 53-man roster. Shout out to my Mississippi boys. Also, Jonathan Mingo. M-I-N-G-O. M-I-N-G-O, and Mingo is his name. Come on, we're going to get a lot of him in this game. I'm hearing that my guy C.D. Lamb is questionable. He's still battling that hurt shoulder or whatever going on with his back. I would say this, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls that's listening. Why would you even force him out there, right? Why would you even put him in the situation? If he's not good enough, then don't put him out there. Shout out to you guys. Appreciate you. The poet became a member level, civil level 1. Appreciate you so much. So that will be a situation. Prescott, according to news, he's been now officially entered in on the IR list. And it's crazy. Can you imagine at this point, and I don't feel sorry for the brother. Come on, I definitely don't feel sorry for the brother. I'm talking about Jerry Wayne Jones. Oh, my goodness. All off season, he put this circus around the Cowboys of holding Dak Prescott feet to the fire, also holding C. Dangerous Lamb feet to the fire on not paying these boys early. And now when you look it up and you see with your natural eyes, both of them may not even play, you know what I'm saying, for the remainder of the season because, of course, we understand with Dak Prescott. But with Lamb, you can only imagine that every time Jerry's looking at this thing saying, oh, Lord, come on, man. I paid them and they get hurt. What's up, everybody? Appreciate you. You got it. Says your membership started all over again. Well, hey, it's just like the Cowboys season. You got to start all over again. Yeah. No, yeah. Johnny Duncan says CD for the season. Yeah, you might as well, because right now, what would be the point? What would be the point at this time? All right, can Trey Lance catch the football? I would say this with Trey Lance, Trigger Trey. I will say this all together collectively, speaking, by the way. Let the man run the ball, man. Yeah. Y'all, this is Law. Remember Coach Mike yelled at Jerry in March. No, I don't remember that. You got that on tape somewhere? I can pull that clip. You can send it to my my Twitter if you got that, But shout out to you, Appreciate everybody for jumping in. So the news of all of this, man, is just, let me go back to here. You that's why it's so ready to be ready. So ready to be ready. And if Mike McCarthy yelled at Jerry Jones back in March, and right now we are seeing that this team, he decided to do a soft rebuild during the season and on a contract year. The more the shame goes to Mike McCarthy.
Shame. Shame.
Because at this point,
Shame.
if you know that you're in the contract year and you know what you're capable of, right? You should have been like, hey, I need these guys to be signed now. I need for my guys to have unity now. I need all of those things to be ready now. And speaking of that, we've been doing a lot of great stuff with Cowboys and Chill on Thursday night, right? And we had Jay Ratliff as a quote unquote guest on that show, and I have some snippets here. But sometimes when we go live, a lot of people may not tune into it because they're not used to the setting, right? But there's a lot of gems, a lot of rubies, man, a lot of good stuff that he said in those particular excerpts there. And let me see if I can find the clip this is the clip that I want to play. It's about 5 minutes, but we're going to listen in to what he had to say because I really want you guys to understand that this particular team, when we looking at everything from A to Z, especially as it relates to the Cowboys and beyond, that this team, we are in the shape that we are in because of lack of focus, a lack of leadership on so many levels, man. And I want, let me see if I can make it a little bit more suitable. Let me see if I can do this right quick. We'll build a plane as we fly. Hold on, give me 1 second. Yeah. I'm building as we fly. Boom. And we're going to go here. Bear with me, y'all, because this is what I really want to pull up right here. And give me 1 second. And boom. Not that one, but we'll pull up another one. Give me 1 second. I'm build it really good. Okay, boom. We'll use this one as a guinea pig. All right, you heard with me. Boy. And they're going to be a little bit taller here. A little bit this way. Come on with it. Boom, boy. Well, y'all better watch out for Law Nation, baby. All right, Timothy, I see you in a call queue. Just hold tight, man. I'm going to get with you, bro, and get your score prediction together, too. And I'm going to try to play this. We building everything as we fly. Appreciate everybody for tuning in to the nation and for the nation. Let me see if I got it right here.
Don't talk to me about the labor. Show me the baby.
Yeah.
Then they tell y'all not to go to strip club.
All right, hold on. I know y'all heard that one. Okay, boom. Let me see.
Wow. Yeah, you played like it.
So one little issue.
Wow. Yeah, you played like it.
Let me see if I get it right here.
There's more to football than just that.
Let me see if I can get this right here. There we go.
So one little issue like that can divide the team.
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah.
One little issue.
Yeah.
Man.
It depends on who it is. Yeah.
Everywhere Tio went, there was division.
No, I'm going to tell you this now. That's not true.
Let me know if y'all hear audio.
San Francisco,
That's not true. Dallas, he didn't cause any division here.
the quarterback and the receiver didn't like each other.
Yeah, I understand why, but I'm not gonna go in.
Oh, yeah, not gonna go in.
He said it's not the receiver fault.
I remember.
He said that. What I heard was it ain't the receiver fault.
We're going to talk about that off air.
Very church clued me in on that.
Yeah,
Screwed me in on that.
No, I'm just saying, like T.O., like he always get this bad rap. Like, he just causes vision on the team, or he causes a problem on the team. Like he doesn't.
He doesn't.
Like he doesn't, man. Like the guy is great. I would tell you this. For me, having like 4 Pro Bowls in a row.
Right.
4 in a row. I didn't know that. Go ahead.
Google is your friend.
Google my friend.
All
Shoot, I didn't know you hit 4 in a row, bro. Go on, keep
Google
going.
you.
Yeah.
So here's the thing.
Here you go.
Right.
That offseason,
Uh-huh.
T.O. gave me the trainer number. I traded with them.
Let me see if, what I want to do here is now he's talking glowingly of T.O. on that one. But what I want to play here, give me 1 second here while we doing this all on the fly, because it's like the Cowboys season. They doing it all on the fly. Shit, that's what we doing, all on the fly. And that's just where we at right now. Hold on.
Don't talk to me about the labor. Show me the baby.
Yeah.
How's getting that money?
You know,
The way he was running the ball right now. Right. What they're going to do?
Right.
There's more to football than just that.
Let me see if I get it right here. Appreciate y'all.
3 defense. They always had defensive man. You know, he was a
played inside.
Right here. I want to show you guys this right here, but, you know, we going to get it right one way or another. Appreciate everybody for jumping in.
There's more to football than just that. And one of the issues is, do you love the game?
Right.
That's kind of the question people have. Jay, you can tell us all here. You can't put your body through this if you don't love it and play at a high level. And that comes into questions. How much do you love this? And versus maybe you like having the Cowboy name with you and having a star in your helmet, man.
See, that's what I think that comment was about. Like, it was just marketing and selling himself. Like, hey, I like to hit people. I'm tough.
Right.
Now, that's him breaking down Mozzie, but we already get Mozzie.
I mean, when was the last time the Cowboys had a 3 technique that could get to the quarterback?
I think about Jason Hatch.
Minnesota, I can't even think the center, all-pro center.
Okay.
I mean, he was way higher rated on his board. And, again, it was also because Rob Marinelli didn't think, we can get a defensive lineman late in the draft.
Right.
We get a defensive lineman in the 7th round.
Correct.
You know, and really.
Because of his coaching style.
All my orphans, you know, he had one guy named the Golden Cock on the team and everything.
Pause is necessary.
No, because you got to have.
Yeah, you got
That's what I'm going to get at next.
You send in the linebacker's lap.
Yeah.
Like, a linebacker can't, you can't make a read. You can't make a move. You can't get off anything. You can't even see.
From your perspective, you know, you play nose tackle, you play down in the trenches. You got a guy that's an off-ball linebacker that's playing on the edge like a Micah Parsons. Where would you like to see him at? Because I look at him as a destructive guy that can play anywhere on the field. But if you on the field right now and you got Micah Parsons with you, what would you like to see him at?
Okay, so
listen properly.
right now, okay, so then the 4-3. Like, I'll like him to my side.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll like him to my side. Yeah.
You want him at the end. You want him on the line, rushing the quarterback.
Yeah.
He does that as well as anybody in the league.
Yeah. Now, if we was in a 3-4, like, it really doesn't matter to me.
It's good to hear from a different perspective. Because a lot of people said they would like to have him off ball, sideline to sideline, hook to flat. Yeah.
I would say this. In a 4-3, I don't know if he's going to hold up to that pressure of, you know, like, hey, if they run straight at him.
So basically what he's saying is on a 4-3, you got Parsons, who's like 250, 255-ish. It's going to be very difficult. The reason why I'm bringing this up is because, you know, we're in the process of next year when we look into the Cowboys structure, what type of defense are we going to try to implement? A 3-4, 4-3? Or are we going to stay with what we got? Or are we going to continue to utilize Parsons as a destructive weapon everywhere? So those are things that we're looking at.
Like, if you think that I'm lying, right? Like, let's say we watched San Fran last year.
Right.
Yeah. They ran straight at him. Now, like, how much does he weigh? What, 2?
He ran 250, 260. Yeah.
But you're going against Trent Williams.
Yeah.
Problems.
Problems.
Yeah. That's what
hands get on you. It's over.
Yeah.
It's just over.
Yep. It's a hotel you just never check out of.
What you got, Newey?
When you talk about that, I go back to a great player from Alabama, Derek Brooks. Not Derek Brooks, but Derek Thomas, who played for Kansas City. Yeah. And if you look at Derek Thomas's numbers when Kansas City played in the 4-3 and then when they went to the 3-4, you know, he got a lot more sacks once they went to that 3-4, and they were able to take advantage of it. I'm not saying Micah is that, because Derek Thomas was, I mean, he's a Hall of Famer for a reason.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. He's Hall of Famer for a reason. So a lot of people not picking up what he's putting out there. But I would say this, though. When you're looking at someone with the kind of caliber of skill set of a Micah Parsons, you got to play to his strength. You can't just keep this brother on one side of the field and get washed out. And we'll see what he's going to do tonight, because this is a telltale sign of what the Cowboys are really trying to do. Let me listen.
Don't talk to me about the labor. Show me the baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then they tell y'all not to go to strip clubs.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait. Them soft legs.
said that.
Hey, jeez. All right, I'm going to find that clip. Hold on, y'all. Bear with me, baby. Here we go.
Don't talk to me about the labor. Show me the baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then they tell y'all not to go to strip clubs.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait. Them soft legs.
said that.
Don't go
The soft legs, baby.
Hey, he even have people in there, man.
Hey,
Oh, we have somebody in there.
I'm saying, you go in there, there's a there. Write their name down. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Oh, my gosh, man. One more coaching dynamics, because if you was here in 05, of course, Zim was still there, right?
Yeah, Zim was there.
So what's the difference now? You seeing on TV, Zim is more, I'm not calling him docile, but it appears that he's more docile.
Appreciate you, man. He says, Ty Man says, hey, don't let the disappointment of this team stop you from liking the video / content. Hit that like button, man. Y'all listen to my guy.
Now in
Appreciate
nature,
you.
because he's a little bit older. That Zim versus this Zim. That's a big handful of
I'll put it this way, like, hey, the old Zim, like, but he knew he had dogs.
Thank you.
So
when you have talent, the carpenter has tools now.
Right,
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
It still come down to players.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's like, hey, you got guys like, hey, they can take that. You talk to them like that, like they might snap back, but then it's like, hey, they're gonna do their job even better. Like, yeah. Now you talk to these guys like, I'm going to Instagram.
Oh.
Right.
I gotta express myself.
No, they got all of that. And Zim don't have the same bark or bite. He can't, he's an older man. He don't have the same bass in his voice.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
The man still don't have a dog. So you don't have.
He don't have a
He
dog.
doesn't have the dog. He's probably thinking this man like this.
Yo, he thinks that. Oh, yeah, we can tell. He like, man. He like, fuck. I'm ready to go. Go to Kentucky and start racing my horses.
Yeah.
He's ready to do that, man.
But yeah, man. They got to do something defensively.
Just
like,
real quickly, you watch the games. Any hope against Houston this week?
Houston a physical team.
Yeah,
They are.
They always been physical. Like even in the preseason, we used to always play them last, like our third preseason game.
Right.
Because it was 4 back then.
Yeah,
Right.
they get up. They get up to play us. Yeah.
Man, like
Yeah.
they physical.
Right.
Physical, man. He had a lot of gems, a lot of rubies in this whole conversation, ladies and gentlemen. And primarily when he talked about the value of a coach, Bill Parcells, in this whole mix, is the fact that he was a student of the game. He taught the way the Cowboys should operate. And with that being said, let me see if I can find this discussion right here, because I really want to share this insight of it all. And I know I played a few of it, but I really, really want you guys to understand the whole process of what he was meaning about cutting a player to set an example and these sorts of things. So bear with me while I build the plane as we fly, and I promise you it's going to be well worth it.
Jay,
You're trying to have it.
Jay, you said you like challenges. Okay. Tomorrow, you the general manager, the owner of the Cowboys. What'd you do?
Put yourself in.
Come on,
They
put
need you on the field.
They need. That's what they said in the comment about it. They like, put him on the field. I'll put him on. Put him in there, man.
Yeah.
Get in there, man. What you do?
I give me some third down rushes though. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, it's gonna be a makeover.
Right.
Okay.
Mid-season. Sorry.
Mid-season, like right now.
Yeah,
You destroyed. You say, okay, this is what we do.
I'm talking about working on the rebuilding phase right now. Like,
Okay.
hey, working on a new coach. Working on getting some new players in.
Right.
The blue players.
Like all of that. Like I'm cutting players, everything. Like yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, obviously that means starting to play younger players.
Exactly what they're doing now, playing younger players.
It's really good. There's times where I've seen him, like the camera's on him and there's on the sideline, like, hey, they're saying like, oh, well, he's begging for the ball or he's mad, he's showing out or whatever.
Right.
He's actually encouraging everybody, building everybody up.
Oh, because the camera catch it, and he's yelling like this.
Need a narrative.
Yeah.
That dude he's not like that. Like, it's not at all.
Aikman had talked about that one time. Mm-hmm. And then you heard the sounds of the game, and then when that came
listen
out, like,
properly, baby.
When they showed it on like one of the NFL films, and you saw that everything that he was saying was what Jay was saying. It was positive, but at the time it was a national broadcast, and Troy Aikman had spoke about how, like, hey man, he's on the quarterback and that kind of thing, so it got misconstrued. So I understand what you're saying on that point there.
Yeah, Jay. Two things I want to point out here, Dan. Who was the vocal leader on the team? And what are the difference of the coaching dynamics between Wade Phillips and, of course, Bill Parcells? The difference of the coaching dynamic.
All right, the vocal leaders on the team, that changed from year to year.
Year to year. Okay.
What's crazy is Greg Ellis is pretty quiet, but then when he became vocal, it was like when he spoke, his words were like real powerful,
solid,
moving. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I really like him. Keith Brookings back in the day.
Yeah.
Right. What's his name? And Zach
Thomas.
Zach Thomas. Yes. Him too.
They were veterans who could come in and had skins on the wall and had something to say. So, tell us about the dynamic between Parcells, the difference in the dynamic going from Parcells to Wade Phillips.
This is where I want y'all to get.
Everything is strict. It's no nonsense, straight business, straight football, to the point. Like, your body language, the way you walk in, all of that.
Right.
He tell you, like, hey, if I see you coming in here all the last days ago like you don't want to be here, I'll cut you.
Damn.
Do you think he did it?
No, he did. He was serious about that.
Real.
Did y'all get that part right there? Oh, my gosh, man. Did y'all get that part right there? He spoke volumes on that one, The whole ideology of this particular team being soft and not being able to get things going, Parcells knew. That's the same page from Jimmy Johnson of cutting someone, right? And being able to do those things in the proper way. And we don't do that here.
It's Bill Parcells, the difference of the coaching dynamic.
All right, the vocal leaders on the team, that changed from year to year.
Year to year.
Again. What's crazy is Greg Ellis is pretty quiet, but then when he became vocal, it was like when he spoke, his words were like real powerful,
solid,
moving. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I really like.
Listen properly.
Yeah.
What's his name? And Zach
Thomas.
Zach Thomas. Yes. Him too.
They were veterans who could come in and had skins on the wall and had something to say. So, tell us about the dynamic between Parcells, the difference in the dynamic going from Parcells to Wade Phillips.
Parcells is everything is strict. It's no nonsense, straight business, straight football, to the point. Like, your body language, the way you walk in, all of that.
Right.
He tell you, like, hey, if I see you coming in here all the last days ago like you don't want to be here, I'll cut you.
Damn.
Do you think he did it?
No, he did. He was serious about that.
Remember,
real.
He wanted to wake the team up because we was somewhere dancing around 500.
Yeah.
Cut Peerless Price. And he was bald.
That's why Peerless Price was gone.
He was bald. He said it.
Wow.
Yeah, everybody was motivated then.
Jeez. Come on, Bill Parcells.
Hey, I'm just saying, like, that guy, like, he's. But as far as football knowledge, your team is going to be ready.
You're going to be ready.
100%. 100%. Like, he's, all right, you're going to practice or whatever, and then he's like, hey, everybody to the sideline. He put you in, like, he asks you these questions about different situations you be in a game. He'll just randomly call out a person. Mm-hmm. Like, you mess it up, like, he's going to cuss you out. Right, in front of everybody.
Yeah.
So, but that got everybody's attention to pay attention. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, he's a real student of the game. And I'll say this, like, if I didn't have him as my first coach, I don't know how my career would turn out.
Ooh, that's deep. Y'all pay attention to that. Yeah.
Jay,
like, he really taught the game.
Yeah.
Now, Wade he's way more relaxed and trusted you as a player to be professional.
Okay.
So thank God I had Bill.
Yeah.
Right.
you
learn how to be professional.
Yeah. So it was like when he inherited us, it was kind of like, he had to slow us down because our mentality, we
mentality, right? Okay.
Because that's how Bill had us.
Right.
Go ahead, because I got a follow-up on something I want to ask.
Give me your favorite Parcells saying. He's got so many. Like, what's one that you have taken with you from Bill?
There's a few of them. Like, one is like, don't go to places where you're not wanted.
No doubt. Somebody write that down. Don't go to places where you're not wanted. Yeah. Eagle fans, are y'all in here? Don't go to places where you're not wanted. Come on, man. But neither here nor there. I always look at this right here. It's still any given Sunday. Shout out to Jay Ratliff, just doing an unbelievable, great job altogether on giving us some insights to things and getting us going for, I guess, when we talking about these Cowboys. Heading into this game with a 29% chance of winning, the Cowboys should be looking for these factors here. The evaluations of the wide receivers. I think it's a hit.
The other one is
a hit and a miss.
His favorite thing
is a hit and a miss with the evaluations of the running back situation, because I would say this, though. The running back deal is water under the bridge. The Cowboys going into the 2025 season, ultimately, they should draft the running back. I don't foresee them saying, hey, let's just run this back again with Rico and Zeke, right? But the guys that have an opportunity to play for the 2025 season, that's why we got preseason on top, are you guys like, dare I say, Ryan Flournoy, Jalen Tolberts, Jonathan Mingo. And that's what we got to do. Well, any given Monday, any given Sunday or Monday, that's an old cliche saying, action power. So it's any given football day. So at the end of the day, the Cowboys just got to show us something from those categories. Now, me personally, I think that the Cowboys still shall always draft BPA. Who's of the notion that the Cowboys should draft needs? Because I'm BPA guy all day. Best player available. So when it's down to those times of evaluating, if you were to draft BPA, there's no way possible you draft a Schoonmaker. If you were to draft BPA, there's no way possible for you to have a Tristan Hill. If you were to draft BPA, best player available, there's no way possible you will have a Mozzie here. Right? So draft BPA. And if your tags are touching, if you have multiple guys that have the same grade or what have you, and you still in a range, then you go and do this, ladies and gentlemen. Slide back just a little bit, not too far back. Don't get too greedy. But if you see something that you ultimately want, and you know for sure that that's going to be the difference maker, and they are only a few slots ahead of you, then you find out a way to go grab that guy. If he's the best player available. Yeah, it's impossible. Look, hey, I don't give a dog if he had T-Rex arms. But we didn't even play the game. We're not even scouts. But all of us, man, majority of us, because we were here. We were here, ladies and gentlemen, when we did the assessment and we said T.J. Watt is the guy. He's the guy. T.J. Watt is the guy. We were all back on the table. Yes, indeed. And then all of a sudden, the Cowboys did this right here. The Cowboys select Taco Charlton. I'll be like, whoa, wait a minute. Hold on. So, and I don't think it was only a few people that went to Michigan that were cheering, like, yeah, he going to work for us, So right now, as Tankathon, you look at it, we slided up a few slots. We were 11th, now we're 9. for your mind, right? And Jacksonville Jaguars, they figuring out ways to, hey, they tanking. There ain't no way they allow a team to score 52 points on them, But we can't talk because tonight is going to be very, very exciting, right? And then the Titans, they're 2-8. Cleveland, they're 2-8. The Vegas Raiders are 2-8. Giants are 2-8, and they announced that they got Daniel Jones on the bench. Maybe the Giants are trying to win now. I don't know, man. But as it relates to getting a certain guy that's on this particular team, it's always nightmarish knowing that the Cowboys still can F it up because they don't have a good track record. They don't. Yeah. That one hurt. I feel you, Isaac. Yeah, but speaking of that, ladies and gentlemen, you talking about hurt and being in pain. What happened if you slip and fall and hit something, right? While you were at the job and you hurt your knee, your elbows, well, I can tell you who you need to call, and it starts with them.
It starts from the first phone call. Most of the time, you're going to talk to Gene Burkett, a 30-year partner. You're not going to talk to some employee that just got put on the phones that day.
There are things that are so crucial, especially if it's a cataclysmic event, to have our experts get out and look at the vehicle, witness statements, photos, the whole thing.
Call Frankle first.
Chosen by the people, feared by the insurance companies. Call Frankle first.
Somebody need to have fear. And if you feared by the insurance company, that means you're in a good shape. That's Frankle and Frankle Law Firm. They're located here in Dallas. We have about 9,000 people to move in Dallas a month, right? That's over 300 people a day. So when you get familiar with Dallas and something happened and you need to know who to call Frankle and Frankle, personal injury lawyers. Or visit franklefirm.com. Come on with it. 657-390-7391 is the hotline for your mind. Hey, all in 911 season. Hey, but call Frankle first before you call 911. Hey, 911, we're going to put you on hold right quick. Let's call Frankle Firm right now. You know what I'm saying? Frankle and Frankle. Let's get that going. Call my phone, hit my line. Only the ones that's down for the nation. Come on with it. From the 469, Timothy. You're live, man. Talk to me, man.
Oh, man. What's up with it, brother? Man. Man, I'm telling you, my Cowboys by myself. I love my Cowboys so much, brother. I'm going to stay by myself with them. If I had to lose with them, I lose with them. If I win with them, I win with them. But I'm not going to give up on them.
Don't give up and quit. Yeah, don't give up and quit.
Give up on your team. When they don't win, you don't give up so quickly. What you supposed to do? You supposed to hold it in. The fire in your heart. And you're gonna blow. We're gonna explode. But for it to explode, you have to be strong and be encouraged, and don't give up the faith of the Cowboys. You talking to the Cowboy preacher? After Cowboy preacher, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you, keep your head up. Don't ever give up. Don't give up, Cowboy Nation. Don't give up. Because you're gonna stand tall or 9-0. And don't give up. Because when you give up on a boy, all you give, you want to sleep, you want to sleep. You know what? I'm going to lose my life. You lose your life. You're going to be a loser. So you're going to be a loser. You will win one day.
No doubt, my God, Tim. Appreciate you, man. Don't ever give up, man. Don't you ever give up, man. Yeah, 4 flats. You down like 4 flats on a Cadillac, baby. Hey, that's my guy, Tim. He ain't never giving up, man.
We don't never give up.
Come on with it, baby. Come on. Woo! From the 3-0-4 Let me see if he gonna fight over here, man. What we got? Hey, Lou, you're live on the Nation, man. What's good with you, bro?
Good with you, Ron.
Yeah. What's good with you, bro?
Hey, first and foremost, hey, look, like I said last time, it's a hell of an interview, man. Jay Ratliff was laying a lot of little gems out.
A lot of them, yeah.
I just don't understand why they can't, like, unless he has, of course, some behind-the-scenes things working. Just be straightforward and honest. We have yet to have a player to be direct. Everybody's talking around in a circle, and you got to pick between and read between and look under. Like, just be direct if you're not if you're not involved anymore. But it sounds like he's involved with something outside of just being on the field.
Are you talking about Jay Ratliff?
Yeah.
I think that now he was the one that hemmed up Jerry Jones. He grabbed him like he grabbed Jerry and said, "What you gonna do about it?" And then
Mama,
and then it was like, breaking news: Jay Ratliff is now going to Chicago. but
that makes sense.
Yeah. But here's Jay Ratliff. He talked glowingly of T.O. He said there was no division in the locker room with him or with T.O. and the others. It just that the division came from a whole other stuff that I can't say live right now. But leadership was always an issue here in Dallas. Literally, we got a chance to speak about those things, and it drew a great divide because you had someone that was privileged in a sense but didn't earn it. You know what I mean? Like, he didn't earn it, but he was in that spot and he didn't know how to lead it, and that caused all type of uproar, whereas it was divided right before the game, right? So it's the small things. It's the small things that the Cowboys get wrong. Just like Bill Parcells. He was here and he established those things. He had autonomy to fire or to get rid of Peerless Price, right? And he was able to stand on his toes with it, stand on his 10 toes with that. But you don't see Mike McCarthy doing that. Huh?
No, I think Peerless Price was going crazy that year too.
Yeah.
He had some good numbers. He had some good numbers coming out of Tennessee, man.
Yeah.
I don't think. Well, first of all, is Ron Flournoy starting? I saw something come across the ticker saying that he might start tonight.
Yeah, he should start tonight. It should be Flo and Mingo, and those should be your two wide receivers because they're the youth. They're the future. We've seen enough of Jalen Brooks. So we've seen enough, man. Look, I've seen him stumbling and falling all in training camp. So I would go with this: Jalen Tolbert, and then your Mingo and Flo. So go with those three and see what you got. Mm-hmm. CD is battling through some injuries. So if you're gonna rush him out there, you're gonna put him out there. You're just putting more harm. The ideology is to win games, of course. But let's be real with it, Can the Cowboys absolutely win games,
No. Well, see, that's the thing, because I was listening to Stephen Jones.
Mm-hmm.
He was telling me, or he's saying to everybody, yeah, we're going to get all these players back. Of course, he's a salesman and gamesmanship.
Yeah.
We're going to get everybody back next week, and everybody but Tank Law is going to be ready to go. And I'm thinking to myself, well, hold on, bro, you talking like you're 7-2.
Yeah.
Like, you. That doesn't make any sense. And, look, all I want to do, I want to see, is he on the field? I want to see him starting opposite a gig and see if we can get Bell or Thomas back there at safety and keep it moving, man, because it's a wash.
Yeah.
I don't think we'll get high enough to be able to trade back and pick up extra picks. So we'll probably stay around the 7 to 10 range, which you can probably get some more picks. But, you want to be in the top 5 to go, even if you're at 5, go to 5 to 8 and get another third or a fourth and a fifth or something. But that's where I think Bill Parcells, not Bill Parcells, but Bill Belichick will be a great asset to the team if they go that route, because he's known for trading players and getting good compensation back. Look at all his trades, because he couldn't draft worth a damn. But he knew how to get these. He knew how to get these players in and out of here with decent compensation.
Well. Here's the other side of it, right? If we examine like this graph that I got on the screen, the Cowboys, if they had a sense of urgency, granted, Philadelphia Eagles, they are number one in our division, but we are Hail Mary away from being in second place, you know what I'm saying, from the Washington team, right? A few misses here and there. The Cowboys could have at least be competing for second place in this division, and everybody knows that once you get into the dance, anything can happen, right? But by the Cowboys not being as what we call with the absolute mindset of sense of urgency and just sitting back chilling, we are at this spot. So 3-6. You're going to have to ultimately, in Stephen Jones' mind, I still got to sell the fact that we can win games with what we got. And that's why he said what he said. But we're not blown away from not being able to get to the dance, believe it or not. But we are, because of the way the structure of the roster is now.
Yeah, because I see it's definitely I see the score being a 35-17.
Right.
We'll see something out of Flo, and we'll see something out of Ringo,
right.
Mingo. I think we'll see something out of them. It'll damn sure look better than the lather, but you can only watch, hope, and wish.
Yep, that's all we got.
It just doesn't look good. It don't look good, even for the next 5 years. It just doesn't look good.
Right.
But go Cowboys.
No doubt, man. Good call from you, Lou. Appreciate you, man, for calling in. All right, we got Jay from the 774. You're live on the Nation, brought to you by FrankleFirm.com. What you got?
Yes, sir, Law. Man, one of the beautiful things about watching football is when you have things like injuries, which is part of the game, and you can get those teams that pull together. Yeah. And they still fight and they play with heart. And it just seems with the Cowboys, man, it's always one thing after another. It's not even a black cloud. It's a black sky. You know, you got the Brandon Aubrey, Jerry Brody. You got the Jerry Jones family car getting hit by the security barrier. You know, you got Zeke inactive. That gets hurt. Everything one after another. Yeah. I guess my question to you, Law, is if this locker room hasn't been lost, is there still a chance that Jerry can pull it together or Mike McCarthy can pull it together and at least get some kind of pride for this season? Do you think that there's a chance to get a few more games in and then just play with heart? Or is this locker room already completely gone?
I think that, when we see tonight, we look at how these boys play at home, whether there's any sense of urgency, if there's any fight or will left in these guys, then we would know. But just coming from like what I'm hearing is that people already on, LinkedIn, they hitting their friends up. They already, on monsterjobs.com. They already looking for other opportunities. And when you have that divide in the coaching staff and not everybody on the same page, it'll be hard pressed for these guys. Because people know real people know real. People know whether or not you all in as it relates to coaching them and educating them and training them versus you just trying to get a check. And those are things that you can't sneak and hide around. And that's where we at right now with this team.
It's sad. It's sad that we're talking about that before Thanksgiving. Usually we're talking about trying to get a top spot in the playoffs, as opposed to talking about getting a top 10 in the draft before Thanksgiving. It's tough, man. But as Cowboys fans, man, we bleed blue and silver, man. So we're gonna ride with them for the rest of the year, bro. So once again, great job, man. I appreciate your input, and you have a great day, my man.
No doubt, man. That's my guy Jay, man. Jamie, man, he's always a good guy, man. He won the white helmet with the nice visor. Can't wait for him to receive that. Here's my thoughts, man, and it's sad case. It's a sad case. Because we know the focal points of the Joneses. It's about putting butts in those seats. It's about turning the faucet on and not leaving it. Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling. Keep it dripping. Keep it running. That's what I meant to say. And we can see it, right? With the Mike Tyson fight and Jake Paul, Logan and them. So we seen it, right? Him all, like at 82, 83, go take a nap somewhere. Go to sleep, man. You know, and that's just how it goes. Leveraging a deal so that he can fatten his pockets, man. But if you about winning, if you about ultimately winning, then there's no one that can get in the way of you making sure that you have the best training staff, that you have the best and the most qualified people in your coaching room, right? You're not finna cut corners, no, right? For anybody that's out here that's going to get something built for their home, you don't say, hey, man, let's give this new construction site a chance. No, you're going to look at it and say, where are the other projects that you guys built? And how are those projects going, right? And the Cowboys refuses to do any of those things, just naturally. So it's not to beat up, you know, the players out there, because Mingo had nothing to do with this. He was just chilling, eating oodles and noodles. He got a phone call. You've been traded to the Cowboys. Now, there's an opportunity. He can take that and run with it, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. I got from the 919, what's on your mind? You're live on the Nation.
Law, it's the Noosh. How you doing, man?
Noosh, man. Hey, better days, better days. It's you, my Tupac
It's been some better days, man.
Yeah.
Look, I saw you were live, and I was like, I ain't going to do it today. And then I was like, I got to.
Got to.
We need a new coach. We need a general manager. We need some flair back into the Dallas Cowboys, because Ric Flair ain't over here no more.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm telling you, we just ain't got no juice. We got no juice, Law.
Mm-hmm.
Even when we got our stars out there, who's out there firing them up? Des Bryant was firing them up.
Right.
But people talk about him being over-emotional. So what do we want? What do we want? We got home fans that are told to sit down at home, and away fans that go crazy and take over buildings. We're America's team, but we ain't got the people out here at our home field taking advantage of this. We don't have the general manager. We don't have the ownership to sit there and say 3 back-to-back 12-5 seasons, always in the playoffs, getting to the divisional round. How do we get over the hump? Let's go get an old Brandon Cooks. How's he cooking up?
Wow.
Where's he been at? I thought it was 4 weeks, and he's back.
Right.
Where we at? Where we at, Law?
Well, we are at a. The Cowboys are. How can I put this? We're a glitz and glamour team, right? Glitz and glamour. We're not a grit team. You know, a grit team will be like, hey, 12-5. At some point, you're going to have to crank it up, right? And get somebody in here that can get us over the hump, right? Bring somebody in as it relates to talent. People going to always say, yeah, the Cowboys are very talented. But if you look back at it, who's been the talent that get us over the hump? Nobody. Other teams, like, they go out there and make sure that they grab tangible things to help them get over the hump, and we just don't do it.
The Kansas City Chiefs traded for DeAndre Hopkins because they needed a receiver. Correct. The Cowboys will need a linebacker and then turn around and say, we're giving you an offensive lineman. How about that?
or a wide receiver.
or a wide receiver like Jonathan Mingo. Like, come on, man. Hey, and, you know, I wish the best for him, man.
Yeah.
I wish the best for him. We're in a lame duck year. Tank, Jerry. For the love of God. We don't need to be trying to win games. You already about to feel the wrath next season. You thought Oxnard was empty. This year, Law. You
oh, my God.
Next year.
It might just be me out there. Because last time it was 3 people. Me, the person that's holding the camera, and somebody else that talked about Dak is whack. You know what I'm saying? But now it may just be me out there.
I'm going to end on this, Law. This is the first time in 25 years of being a Cowboys fan. This is the first time in my life where they ain't laughing at me. They ain't poking jokes. I got people coming up to me being like, dang, man, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That hurts, man.
It hurts,
that hurts.
man.
But, hey, all in all, go Cowboys. Let's ride. Tank. I don't care who we get. Just tank for our lives.
Tank for our lives, man. At some point, man. It's it's crazy, man. $25 to park, Jerry. $25 to park. Can you, Jerry, send me that $25 back, man. For them 2 days, that's $50, Jerry. $50, man. I'm tired of this stuff, man. Now it's going to be just me out here. It's me, oh Lord, standing in the need of prayer. Come on, man. Come on. I need some blessings, man. Jerry. Because if it was only a spoonful of folks out there last year and we finished the season 12-5, I can only imagine this season. Yeah, hit Jerry up. And then Jerry talking about, hey, he hit an all-time high of renewals of season ticket holders. Don't you know why? Them jokers said, I'm going to renew my season tickets and I'm going to sell these tickets to someone else. If Jerry making money, I'm going to make money, you know. Come on with it. Yeah, $25 is crazy, you know. All by myself, you know what I'm saying? Well, we officially with the underdogs. We no longer with, you know, the picks over there. But, you know, you guys can use the underdog because that's what we are. We are the underdogs. And join Underdog Fantasy and use promo code LAW, and that will help us out long the way. You know, come on. I'm all by myself, baby. The Dallas Cowboys. They got to give us more than what they gave us. We got to, you know, rip the BandAid off. Man, come on, man. Loving money shouldn't be that much, Jerry. You shouldn't be loving this money that much, man. At some point, you can't take that money with you. When you gone, you ain't gonna be able to take that money with you. Won't you feel better as a legacy to at least get another ring? To go all out, you know? And get that, yeah. Instead of saying all in, you should have went all out and got some people, man, to help alleviate some of this stuff, man. Yeah. Yeah, so that's my thoughts, man. I'm so tired of all of the ways that these people figure out ways to craft lies to us. And to a degree, I'm blaming some of the coaching staff too, because at some point y'all got to start at least asking. You know, it said action you shall receive. There's no way that y'all sat back and saw this in training camp and say, yeah, we just gonna receive this. Yeah, we just gonna be go along, get along. I've been banging on the table, been like, look, man, my job is on the line over here, and y'all killing me with this. I get out 30 years of my
Robert.
30 years. They should been crying like that for them players, man. Not saying we gonna make this work. They should have been asking Jerry, how we gonna make how this is gonna work, Jerry? How? That's what the conversation should have been. Like, how this is gonna work? You see what the Eagles did? They went and got Saquon Barkley. You know, you see what the Washington doing? They taking our resources and they know our plays because he's been here for the last 3 years. You know, we okay with the Giants, but y'all see what they doing over there? Did you see the moves? Hey, now, of course, the 49ers at the bottom now, but you see the move what everybody else doing. And if you really saw what the Lions were doing, the Texans, who we going to play tonight, even though they in the AFC, boy, they scraping and crawling to win. And you can't use, hey, man, we got to pay the quarterback. Man, I'm so god doggone tired of the excuses of you got to play players. Newsflash, that's the price of doing business. Price of doing business. They should know that. They should understand that, you know. You gonna pay regardless of it. You can't get them for free. Let's be real. Let's be real with it. What do the Cowboys thought that they was going to pay Dak Prescott? What they thought he was going to pay him? You know, I mean, we're going to give you 45. You know what I'm saying? What they thought they was going to pay CD Lamb. When you really look at the argument, it's over $3 to $4 million funky dollars. You know what I mean? And then you end up, instead of paying that $3 to $4 million more, now you end up paying $10 million more because you waited a whole calendar year. What's the whole point of this stuff, man? When you extract the way from literally from 60 million to 55 million to 50 million, that's the equivalent of a Mozzie, what he's getting paid. When you stretch it out over the course of the years, and you going back and forth over the small monies, you know what I'm saying? Whereas other teams, they're trying to get to winning. They're trying to get to, okay, your contract is due. Okay, we reloaded, you know. I got my guy, Jimmy the Greek, man. Make it plain for us, man. What you got, bro?
What's up? Long time no talk, my brother.
Long time, man. What you got?
First of all, before I continue, I hope you're doing okay. And, you know, in your personal life, I know you've been through a lot of crap lately. You know,
exactly.
So just know that we fans are thinking of you, man. You know, it's not easy. You know what I mean? But life is, you know, it's funny. You know,
it
you
is.
don't know what it's going to bring today, man. So.
Yep.
But yeah, I want to talk about tonight. You know, I don't know how to feel about this team. I've loved this team since I was 10 years old. I'm 53 years old right now, and I don't know how to feel about this team. You know, it's been a disappointing year. I want them to win. I want them to win tonight. I think it would be great for the morale, but also I don't want it to hurt our draft position. You know what I mean? So it's a difficult spot. And I know most fans feel the same way. We don't really know how to feel about this team or organization. We don't know where it's headed. But no matter what, it's DC for life. So, you know, we got to get that win tonight. Let's hope it's a good game and we come out with a W.
Yeah. It's just a competitive game. You want to, I mean, so then you'll be 4-6, right? You know, it don't move the needle as much because I don't foresee this team just losing all the way out, but it would at least it would at least make the drink go down smoother. You know what I'm saying? If you put a little ice, in the water. You know, put a little ice in your drink. You know, that's what we doing. We put a little ice in our yak, basically.
We're diluting the pain.
Yeah.
We're diluting the pain, man. The inevitable, I guess you could say, but. No matter what, though, you know, I'm excited to see, you know, some of the younger new players like Fournette and you know, Mingo if he plays. You know, we got to keep positive somehow. Maybe we get out with a W and make it a good night. You know?
Most certainly, man. I appreciate you for calling in, my guy.
Always, my brother.
Yes, indeed. That's Jimmy the Greek, man. And you see how deflated, man. It's terrible right now. We reaching, man. We reaching for straws, man. We reaching for anything we can to say, hey, let me just get a real good look at Izzy. We done seen the Carsons, you know. We done seen that story. We read that chapter, you know. By the Cowboys being idiotic with Carsons, at least 3 games I've seen that brother get used and abused. And I'm not saying that he ain't going to ever be a good player for us. But that was in the good times where we could have utilized someone else like Izzy to do the evaluation there. So now we still don't know who Izzy is. We still don't know. Who's Izzy, dog? Right. We still don't know who Wanye and them are, you know, because they don't get a chance to play. They ain't trying to win, you know. And that's just how it goes, Cowboy Nation. I got my guy that's been waiting over here from the 206. But before I let him on, I just want to tell y'all, though, that evaluation is 365. The Cowboys, regardless of all of this, it doesn't matter if we have the number 1 draft pick this year or next year. in the following. If you don't infuse free agency plus draft picks, we in the same situation. Think I'm lying? You know, there's been teams that have been drafted early for a long time, for many of years. Browns always, look, when we go, let me pull up this right here. Jaguars for many of years always drafting like right around that area. Tennessee Titans for many of years. They always around that area. The Cleveland Browns for many of years. They always around that area. The Raiders, they always, as an organization, they always in that same boat. We came to that conclusion the last time we did the show at Kevin Smith Restaurant. Shout out to Cowboys and Chill. They traded Khalil Mack away for a trough of players. They got a trough of players, and they still lost. Who's old enough to remember Khalil Mack, you know? And he's still in the same spot. You know, Carolina been in the same spot. Look, all of the great and the goodness that we talked about with Cam Newton in 2015, that's his only year that they went to the playoffs. They always been in the same spot. And everybody, mama, uncle, cousin, Tupac, and Biggie climbing out of the grave saying, Trevor Lawrence, man, yeah, man, he talented, man. Ooh, I would love to have Trevor Lawrence. And Trevor Lawrence, man, he been letting me down. But Law, he got wide receivers, he got running back, he got defensive play, he got everything. And they still in the same spot. Cleveland for many of years. They got running back. They got quarterback. They were a massage quarterback. But, you know, you get what I'm saying. They got wide receivers, defense, in the same spot. So that's why I don't want us to be like, yeah, man, let's tank. Because we can be in the same spot year after year. Sidney Jones said the Cowboys are the only team not allowed to tank. Yeah, you know. Clemson Lawrence isn't Jags. Trevor, yeah. Yeah, I got my brother from another mother, no other. Don't look like Danny Glover, but keep it cool with it from the 206 MJ. They call him Magic City. Marv, man, what's good with you, man?
What's up, family? How you doing?
Man,
hey, Lord,
well.
You make your point. It doesn't matter if you don't get the right setup.
Mm-hmm.
Look at them teams you said. They talented and still losing. So that shows y'all right there. Doesn't matter. If you don't get the right. And look at, give you a different example. New England had second stringers and third stringers, and they win in Super Bowls. Yeah. That's good coaching and that one quarterback that don't panic when it's time to make a play. They can be playing. Hey, that quarterback can be playing sorry the whole game. But if they stay close, that's what I'm trying to tell you. It happened to us a few times. Yeah. Our defense kept it close. But if your quarterback don't drive down the field, like I say, remember I always say, we could throw 5 interceptions.
Right.
But we still down by 6.
Right.
And there's 2 minutes left.
Right.
And that quarterback take us down the field and win the game.
Right.
And we had a few chances, so it goes both ways, you know, and that's why I say I don't like excuses. I hate when people get on here and make excuses for a person. No.
Yeah.
We had a few times to go to the Super Bowl, and we didn't. But the Quiets kept, if they play Mingo tonight, at least they got one big receiver they can try out because they're not going to play Florida, who's faster, strong. You know, if another coach come here, that's what I say. I hope we get that Detroit coach. If we don't get that Detroit coach, we're going to lose again next year. I'm telling y'all. Let me ask you
this, MJ. You know, how many years did it took Detroit? Because it didn't happen overnight. That first year, I think they only won 1 or 2 games, right? And Campbell, he was talking about biting kneecaps off and stuff. People were mocking him and talking bad about him. And then the second year, he stumbled across. I think it took him 3 years. 4 years. Guess what, Marv? We don't have that. We don't have that levels of patience over here.
No, we don't have that. But we got the talent. If you get the right coaching, look, get rid of Solari. Do not bring him back because he don't know what he's doing. His old ass, excuse my French, get him out of here. Now you get Ben Johnson to come with that offense. This when Dak Prescott. Now I'm gonna say it to all the Dak fans. I'm gonna tell you right now, if they get Ben, I don't want nobody never to say nothing. If Dak Prescott cannot win with Ben, with his scheme and how he run plays with the play action, I don't want to say, oh, the offensive line, no, because we got a good offensive line. I don't want to hear nothing about that. I don't want to hear nothing.
But hold on. Let me ask you this though. How long Ben Johnson been over there though? Was he there the entire time? Or this year everybody talking about him hot because this year everybody like, yeah, he hot. How many years he been there? Can y'all help?
I don't know. How long he been there? About 2 years or something?
I don't know. See, that's the other thing that we got to solidify. We got to quantify. Like, even if Ben come here, you know what I'm saying? And I'm going to see somebody in the chat to see whether or not they know how long he been there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, find out for us.
Find out for us, you know. Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm going to tell you something. If he come here, that offense going to be dangerous. Well, look, let me tell y'all again, Cowboy fans. If Ben Johnson come here, with the offensive line going to be dangerous because they're going to have play action, fake, everything it's going to be moving smoothly. And then this will help Dak Prescott.
Why would Ben Johnson take a...
And then you're going to see receivers, because I saw receivers that play for Ben Johnson, number 17, I never saw him in my life, and he destroyed the Cowboys. He got the same big receiver we got that's fast, that play for Detroit, number 17. He gonna make them guys look like all American, and y'all gonna say, damn. All the fans gonna be like, oh man, you see what number 80 doing? You see what the receiver doing?
All right, I got the answer. I got the answer. Ben Johnson been over there for 5 years.
Okay, there you
for
go.
5 years.
He
ain't got no Super Bowl in 5 years. We ain't giving him that much patience, dog. We ain't giving him no much patience. We ain't giving him that much time.
We ain't gonna give him that much time. And you made a good point, Law.
Yeah.
Jones need to get out the way.
Get out the way. Get out the way.
The best available player. Now, don't try to prepare. Now, Jerry, we're not dropping a prayer for you so you can say you did it. No. Get out of that foolishness. That's what he be doing. Oh, this is my... No. It's a team sport. We're not drafting for you, Jerry. We're drafting for the team so we can win. But if now, and another point, now the defense will be good under Belichick with a 3-4 defense. Because them linebackers, them young linebackers, get another outside linebacker to go with Parsons and a big Nash in the middle. You could do something. And then play the real safeties, get number 28 out of there, and get number 6 out of there. You'll have one of the best secondary in the NFL.
Yeah.
So the defense will be good. But it's all up to, like you say, Law. Jerry them got to get out the way.
They got to get out of the way, man.
I've been a fan all my life, and I already gave, I usually don't give up, Law. But I'm like, oh, well, my friends be telling me, I say, y'all can have y'all fun this year. But, hey, I'm going to tell y'all Cowboys fan, one of my friends came to me. He come out, he All-American linebacker for LSU. He played for USC. He come out with me. He say, Mom, I'm going to tell you one thing.
Yeah.
Y'all got talent, but if y'all won't be sorry this year, or if y'all get the right coach next year, I think y'all might win the Super Bowl. He said that. If you get the right coach. Because he said, you got the talent. Yeah, he said it. And he an Oakland Raider fan. He said, this year y'all might be sorry, but next year y'all going to be killing people. Yeah.
No doubt, man. Appreciate you for calling in, MJ, man. Appreciate you, bro.
Thank you, fam. Salute. And how about them Cowboys?
How about them, man? It's rough, man. When you hold on, let me close my door right now. Yeah, it's rough It's rough, baby. It's rough. Let me tell you why it's so rough. Have y'all ever had a job whereas you see how I'm here like this and you got somebody just looking over your shoulder, whatever you're doing, and they just looking over your shoulder like, hey, what you doing, man? You ain't on MySpace, are you? You ain't on Facebook, ain't you? Yeah. Hey, that's the hardest job to be in when you got somebody leaning over your shoulder and they questioning everything you doing, and then every time you make a move, they asking you why you making that move. Like, hey, Cowboy Trey, you guys forget Ben Johnson. Jerry knows if we win, Ben will get the credit, not Jerry. Right. So Cowboy Trey, he right on the money. So at the end, microman, like they probably they say, man, what we gonna do here? That Brandon Cooks ain't no more good. He got Patrick Ewing knees, right? Oh yeah. Oh, Jalen Tolbert really ain't that good. You know, he kind of sensitive a little bit. I really like Rod Flo, but the boss, every time I'm trying to send some message out, he's saying, wait, hey, what are you doing? I'm trying to figure out what you doing what you doing with my guy Brandon Cooks? What you mean he ain't gonna be on the start? Hey man, I'm looking at your sheet right here. Why you ain't implementing Brandon Cooks a little bit more? And then you swing like, hey, I'm just trying to see something. Well, I'm trying to see something too. Oh, by the way, why my third round draft pick ain't in this playbook right here? And then you be like, man, come on, man. Your breath smelling like garlic sausage and some salami meat. All I want to do is just be able to make this team the way I want to make this team. You know, but he got somebody all over you, man, and just looking at your sheet, man. You just sitting here like, man, damn, man, I hate this job. But, man, all right, man, this job making the Bills play. All right, the lineup is going to be CeeDee Lamb, Brandon Cooks, and Jalen Tolbert. I can't even do this what I want to do. Because this man all over me, man. Salami meat breath, you know. Come on, man. Yeah. Pig feet wearing. Now let me cook, you know. Yeah. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. Ain't that right, Cowboy Roy? You in the building, boy. Talk to me.
Hey, Law, you remember
What's
that
up?
quote from Batman when he fought Bane?
Yeah.
I was wondering what would break first, your spirit or your body.
Yeah.
And we, as the Cowboy Nation, our spirits are broken, man.
Shoot.
I see. You remember? Did you hear that interview with Jerry Jones when he talked about Steven putting him in the boxing ring, and Steven, was fighting that boxer and the guy beat him up and had his headgear turned to the side and he was looking through the ear hole.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, that told me what Jerry was saying was that Steven doesn't. I'm looking at Steven. I ain't looking at Jerry. Jerry don't won his Super Bowls. Steven doesn't have a will to fight, man. He's not a fighter.
Nah, yeah.
And sometimes when Bane threw Batman down in that pit, man,
yeah,
he had to fight to get out of that pit. And I'm telling you, it's no guarantee that we are going to come right out of this.
Hey, Roy, hold that thought. Keep talking. I'm gonna be right back, bro. I'm gonna be right back.
Yeah, there's no guarantee that we're going to come out of this pit, man. Because when you have an attitude of losing and distractions and a whole lot of a circus going on, it's hard to break out of that. It's hard to get that everybody aligned to winning. And if you don't have ownership that's hungry to win, the team can't persevere and go forward and win. I'm telling you, you can hire any coach you want to hire. If the ownership is not as hungry as the coach to win a Super Bowl, we are just going to spin our wheels just like one of them hamsters on a hamster wheel. So that's where we're at. So Cowboy Nation, I don't see us. Yeah, we're going to be picking anywhere from 2 to 10 over the next 3 to 4 years. but that doesn't guarantee you ever coming out of this pit. I mean, look how long Detroit's down. Look how been down. Look how long the Giants. We step on the Giants every year, and they're always the last in the division. It's hard to get out of the pit. It's hard, and so I'm telling you now. You appreciate those 12-3, 12-5 seasons. Appreciate them, because it's no guarantee we're ever going to even get to that level again.
I'm back, bro. I'm back. I'm back.
It's no guarantee we're ever going to get back to 12-5 again.
But you know what? Hey, Roy. Hey, Roy. You know what it is, though. You remember when they threw Batman down in that pit, right?
Yeah.
And there were many people who tried to get out of there, but they were saying that the little boy got out of there, which was eventually the little girl when we know the storyline. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Yeah. But the only way that she was able to make it out of there is because no fear.
Yeah,
you had to get rid of the rope. The rope was holding you back. And you know who the rope is for the Cowboys? Jerry Wayne Jones. He's the whole rope. We've been having all of the talent. Mm-hmm.
Oh, Law.
Mm-hmm.
The rope is Stephen Jones, and he's fearing.
Yeah.
He's holding us back. You heard the story about him in the boxing ring, right? What I was telling you.
Yeah, okay.
Telling the audience there.
Yeah.
And Stephen got beat up, and he didn't fight back.
It's Stephen Jones. You're right.
Pull him out of the back. Yeah,
you're right. It's Stephen.
Doesn't have a desire to fight.
There you go.
Have a desire to fight.
Because Jerry is not that dude. Jerry's the dude he's the maverick. He's the guy that went and spent money that he didn't have to go buy this team. So yeah, damn, you're right, Roy. Stephen Jones is literally the rope that's holding the Cowboys back because he refused to do trade. Remember, if it was Stephen Jones' way, we wouldn't even have that fifth Super Bowl ring because he didn't want pride. Oh my boy. You telling the truth, bro. You spitting the truth.
No, man. Stephen Jones is the problem. He wouldn't even fight when he was 14 years old. Man, somebody beat me up. You may beat me up, but you're gonna know you've been in a fight. You're gonna and Stephen, Jerry had to pull him out of there. Jerry had to save his butt and pull him out of the boxing ring.
Yeah.
I'm telling you now, man. Stephen Jones he doesn't have the fight. He doesn't have that grit in that fight. And so you think we're declining now. Those 12-5 seasons after 3 or 4 years from now going to look real good to us, man. It's hard to get when you're down in that pit. It's hard to get back up, man. You got to have a whole your ownership has to be hungry to win, and your coach that you hire has to be hungry to win.
But you know what? See that, man. You know what else, Roy? The players know how to circumvent it. Because if Stephen Jones knew how to stand on business and fight like you said, he would have told Law, hell no. Yeah. That's my deal. You ain't finna trump me and tell me to go call my daddy. No. I said that this is the price we willing to give you. If not, we can send you to Pelican Bay, shoot program. But he don't have those marbles.
No, not at all, man. Not at all. That's why, man, them 12-5 seasons, 3 or 4 seasons from now, they're gonna look real good to us.
Oh
Trust
my
me,
God.
They're gonna look real good for us.
Man,
real good.
Man, you on the money with it, bro. I love that analogy, man, with the rope, man. I appreciate you. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna Photoshop like a little head of Stephen Jones on the rope.
Hey, you remember what Bane told Batman? I was wondering what would break first, your spirit or your body.
Yeah.
You're broken, man.
You're broken.
The spirit of the Cowboys is broken. All right, my man.
Appreciate you, man. Good call.
Brother.
That's my guy from the 603, man. Cowboy Roy, man. The greatest analogy, man. Holding us back, man. Sometimes you gotta let go. You got to let go. And that's the problem. Let me see if I can find this. Let me see. Hold on. See if I can find it. There we go. I found it. Yeah. Oh yeah. Let me see if I can find it. Come on, y'all. Y'all bear with me. Save images. He ain't gonna let me do it that way. Hold on. We finna make this image. We gonna beat this narrative into y'all. If they do it to us, we gonna do it back to them. Yeah. Sometimes you gotta let go. And I want to know, what do this mean to you all? Because I love these psychology messages and meanings and stuff like that. Oh, man, it's going to be terrible. But, oh, no, you guys can do it. Yeah. What do that mean to y'all, man? Can y'all see that on the screen? Build a plane as we fly, man. Build a bear ain't got nothing on law. Sometimes holding on does more damage than letting go. Let me know if y'all got that message, man. Let me know if y'all receiving what I'm putting out here, man. Let me know. Yeah. Sometimes, shoot. Batman, they made a whole movie about it. They threw Batman and them down there in the basement, dog, you know? And that's just exactly what's going on. I'll keep holding on. Yeah, but it does more damage than letting go. Yeah. I was watching the Penguin, and at the end of the season, I'm gonna be a spoiler for y'all. I'm a villain now. I'm gonna villainize y'all. The very much so person that saved his life, that had his back, that was willing to do anything and everything for him, he had to let him go because of weaknesses. Softness. He can't have that affection. I got to have no feelings. Yeah, sometimes you just got to let it go. The Penguin knew, I got to let this go, because he going to end up getting me killed. And sometimes you can fight for so much in attention, you will be willing to kill your own to get the attention that it was needed. Penguin allowed his brothers and sisters to be locked up and die because I want the attention. I need this in order to move on. Jerry would not allow this. Stephen Jones would not allow this because they docile by nature. They covet everything. And they're going to continue to lose year in and year out because they too attached to this. This supposed to be business, nothing personal. Dak, all right, you got the no trade clause on your contract? Hey, all right, hey, I see you. Yo, you know, hey, this nothing to do with you, but this is how your contract is operating. I'm going to let you play this season out. If that's the angle that they wanted to do, then that's the angle they should have been. Zeke, hey, you been here, you left, you came back, but hey, water under the bridge. You used to be this guy. I got to let you go, bro. Mike McCarthy, hey, 12-5, that's cool. Yeah, that's cool. On paper and everything, but I'm looking for bigger and better results. Got to let you go. That's supposed to be how business goes. You can't embarrass me in front of all of those audience there. They looking for blood. And literally, the Cowboys brought back everybody. Everybody. The only people that they didn't bring back from that 12-5, from that massacre that we lost to Green Bay in, were the people that walked away. They didn't fire nobody. They didn't fire nobody, ladies and gentlemen. They allowed Dan Quinn to leave freely. They allowed him to walk out freely. So, I mean, and y'all think that's crazy. Since we talking about Penguin, and we got some Eagle fans in here probably. An eagle would do the same thing. A bird would do the same thing. I was watching the Animal Planet the other day. Eagle had 3 babies. 3 babies there in the nest. And then the mama bird go out, find some worms or some fish, feed them. And the other one was looking like, where my food at? Then all of a sudden you saw the other eagle pushing. And I said, this damn bird finna kick the other little bird up out of there. Survival of the fittest. So the mama bird flew back. 2 of them. She went and got some more food. Came back. Same process again. One little damn bird left. She started off with 3. But that one bird was like, shit, this food belong to me. That bird was eating good. He didn't have to share and split it with his brothers or sisters. And then the craziest part of it all while watching that documentary, the real part of it, the real part of it, the mama bird and the daddy bird, over a course of a time, they start putting thorns in the nest. Sharp rocks. And I was like, whoa, what's going on here? They was finna kick their own offspring up out of there. It's time for mama bird and daddy bird to get busy. Yeah, we try to get our groove on. So they said that even the mama bird and the daddy bird start putting rocks and sharp things, and the little baby bird like, shit, this house ain't comfortable no more. So the little bird start walking up out of there. And then the mama bird's like, come on, it's time for you to fly and leave the nest. Come on. And then all of a sudden, that little bird, daddy bird really came. He gave him that final push because daddy bird trying to get busy. That's probably what it was. And he died, and that bird fell off a cliff and they fly high. That little baby bird started flying. He's all falling up out of there. It literally sounded like this. But then that bird started flying. And naturally, he flew away to never come back again. He said, I guarantee you that bird was like, man, I ain't effing with daddy and mama no more, man. F them, man. That bird was through. That's why they get throwing the bird. That bird was throwing them the bird. Like, mother, you kicking me out of my house? You gonna do this to me? F yo, you know? You know, that bird never came back. And guess what? He or she found them a Swedes, and they started the process all over again, you know? Stephen Jones is never getting kicked out of the nest, ladies and gentlemen. Charlotte Jones or Anderson Jones, she ain't never getting kicked out the nest. Jerry Jr., you know, the one that don't even talk, he ain't getting kicked up off the nest, baby. So we are having the same problem. They need to get kicked up out of the nest. They need to bring in somebody that's qualified to handle this stuff. That's just what I'm trying to say, man. Yeah. Story time and law. Look, I'm gonna have to go find that documentary, but that's some cold-hearted stuff. He done killed his siblings for their spot to get the worm first, to get the fish first, to get all of the food first. And then he get big and strong. Mama bird and daddy bird kicking him up out of there, you know? Oh, I got a Prayer Methodist story I can tell y'all later, too. But I ain't gonna go. Speaking of bird, I got Phoenix Rising from the 479. You live. Talk to me.
What's up, Lord?
What's up?
How you doing, man?
Hey, man. All is well. Can't complain.
I just wanna start off saying, Mike threw that fight. It was all for the money. He could have whooped that boy any minute.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell by the fact that he was jumping around at the end of rounds,
yeah,
sides, pushing his feet.
Mm-hmm.
He had energy.
Yeah,
he threw that fight.
Yeah.
That's off the topic, so I'm gonna move on.
Hold on, before you say anything else. One thing I know about this, old folks don't forget how to swing no punch, man.
Exactly.
Everyone, he'll hold him back. That's why he'll bite his. He like, I'm gonna punch. That's why he'll biting his glove, because he was like, I'm ready to knock him out, but I ain't biting my glove right quick. Old folks don't hard.
It was rigged.
Yeah, it rigged.
Hit the button. Rigged.
Riggs, I'm getting too old for this, man. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was rigged 7 ways to Sunday.
Yeah. Hear that? I want to knock him out, but I can't. Yeah.
All right, here's my topic of discussion for the day, and for all the people here, I want to tell you, stop focusing on the draft. I'm gonna go completely the opposite way. Stop focusing on the draft, because what are you going to do? You're going to wait 3, 4, 5 months, we'll get to the draft, just to be disappointed again? Look at Miles Smith. Okay, we thought it was a one-off. Everybody says the Cowboys draft good.
Mm-hmm.
Boom. Struggling. Even if we have the first-round pick, it doesn't mean we're going to get, somebody that's going to change our team.
Right.
We could get a long snapper, first round long snapper, Jerry Jones. I wouldn't be surprised, man.
Yeah.
So here's what I have to say is, stop focusing on the draft. Focus on right now.
Yeah.
Fight right now. Let's do it. I don't care if we don't make the playoffs. All right, whatever. It's not our year. I got it.
Right.
But I don't want to lose every single week. Law always says, I hate losing more than I like winning.
Yeah, I sure do.
I don't want to do it. I don't want to sit here and lose every single game through the rest of the season. Even if I just got 1 week where I can say we won, so be it. I'm not worried about the draft. I'm worried about right now. Whoever you got, everybody's injured, whoever you got, put them on the field, put some good plays behind them, and let's try to win a few at least. Something.
Yeah.
Something. Give me something. Right now. Not later, right now.
Yeah.
Sorry
if
I sound a little heated there.
No, you good. You good, Phoenix, man. Because here's the thing, though, bro. When you're leaning on the draft, you become those teams, right? It's like the draft's supposed to only supplement your team. You still got to do the work. Like, people think that just because you take a pill here and there, that now all of a sudden you're going to be Chisel Ladondas, right? That's supposed to only supplement. It says, when you read the instructions, it says, got to have a meal. You got to have a meal with it. You know what I'm saying? You just can't just eat it. You just can't live with this by itself. And that's my best analogy, right? You got to have a little meal with it. You got to have a little meal with it. And the Cowboys, when they say, okay, we draft and develop, but you ain't got no food to go with it. So that's why we look like this. That's why you got a Parsons, and a third of the fan base is out on him. That's why you got a Trayvon Diggs. Name me any star player on the Cowboys team, and you will hear negativity with him, because there's no shape, form, or fashion of getting someone that can complement that particular player. Name me one star player on his team, and there's always going to be X, Y, and Z negative things that outweighs the positive to a degree.
No, you're right. They get pieces. They
get pieces.
Grade A pieces, and then put them out there with season D's.
Yeah.
And they think they're good to go.
Yeah, it'll be good to go. Come on, let's go. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for calling in, bro, from the 479, dog. Appreciate you.
Yeah, man. Keep it going. I respect you, bro. Have a good day, man.
You as well, man. Yeah. We get one player and get no pieces with it. Not one piece with it. Like for example, you just throw a player at Mozzie. Even Vince Wilfork, he had pieces around him. Vince Wilfork averaged 0.5 sacks a season. Not a sack, a 0.5. but he had pieces, though. Revis didn't get his Super Bowl ring until he went to the Patriots. Talib, he was on the Patriots. Y'all get what I'm saying? They had to go to other teams because he himself had to be added to with others. And of course, he won with Denver, I believe, as well. We literally don't have things that match one another, man. We wearing flannel shirts, with plaid pants. It just don't look good together, tucked in, with a white belt and a clown nose, with a hat to the back, like, hey, man, hey, that's all Gucci. It's Prada. I don't give a damn what it is. Fenty, it's all nice, but it don't go together. And that's what people be talking, man. He got the Gucci belt on, man, with the Prada slippers, man. Yeah, he look good, don't he? Yeah, with the Versace shades, man. Yeah, but it don't go together, man. It don't. CeeDee Lamb, who is his complimentary person beside him, right? Diggs got here, and he's been a guy that you're supposed to have somebody next to him. It don't. He get hurt. Crocs on, yeah. Boy, I'm telling you, man, they had every chance. Boy, we were flying. We had a piece of it, a piece. We only got a chance to see it very shortly. Diggs, Gilly, and my guy, Bland inside. And then the injury came. Every time we get things to go, it just go away. Welcome to the circus. I mix Nike with designer our experiment. Yeah, well, Holly, yeah, you're right. That's why I gotta take that back. But experimenting, you can't do it all together, Pink and yellow and what sometimes those colors just don't go together, man. Yeah, I mean, come on, man. It's like Texas weather, man. I walked outside, it was 30 degrees, felt like. And all of a sudden it's 80, like, wait a minute, what's going on? This bipolar weather state. Oh, man, you got to learn how to coordinate. Cowboys, Mike, man, you're live on the nation, man. Talk to me, man.
Hello, how are you, man?
Hey, man, I'm doing great, man.
Hey, listen, man, I agree with you 100%. I called a long time ago and I said that Catboy was the problem for the Cowboys the Sun. You don't know nothing about football. You don't know what he's doing.
Right. Them the worst ones right there. Them the worst ones, ain't it? The ones that get the spoon, the silver, the ones with the absolute silver spoon. Them the worst ones, man.
Listen, I'm like you. I don't like losing, man. Like I said, but I want the draft pick, man. Let's just shoot for Travis Hunter, man. I want the draft pick, man. And I need a coach that's leaders of men, like either Belichick or Mike Vrabel. I don't. Who to say that Johnson from Detroit's going to be a leader of men? He's only a coordinator.
Well, he played the game. He played the game before. I like coaches who played the game. Not saying that they're going to absolutely be dominant in that space, but here's the thing: he's going to be outpriced because Jerry he's cheap. Or Steven, I believe Steven handled the book. Steven is cheap.
I agree with you 100%. I've been said all along, man. He's the problem, man.
Yeah.
Jerry don't mind spending the money on certain things that you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so, what you think about Vrabel or Belichick as a coach?
If you can swindle them. Belichick is used to getting paid $20 million APY, I believe, something like that. I read an article where he's getting paid. He get paid anywhere between 18 to 20 million, right? So if Belichick comes here, I'm quite sure he's going to want that pay grade. Mike Vrabel, maybe he's looking for a rebound situation and saying, "Hey, let me get in for about 4-5," But Mike, he don't have Vrabel. He's another Mike, all these damn Mikes. I think that, what Jerry and Steven is going to play that big boy move. Like, dog, you ain't got no Super Bowl as a coach. You know what I'm saying? So why would we pay you more than what we get paying Mike McCarthy?
No, how would you feel about if the family hired Jason Witten as the coach?
I think that would be the next angle. Jason Witten, to a degree, Kellen Moore. That's something that they could throw $4 or $5 million at and be like, hey, let's get it done. You know what I'm saying? And they will fall right in line of what the Joneses are, you know, going to Happy Hill for them and being able to travel and go places with them for marketing purposes and stuff like that. They will really fall in line. They won't go against the grain.
So you think the Cowboys would draft a running back in the top 10 draft? They had the top 10 pick?
I think so. I think here's my thoughts with running backs. They do age like bananas on top of the refrigerator. So what you got to do is you got to maximize them for their first contract, and then you're going to have to work out something for their second, if not get rid of them. I understand that we're seeing the Derrick Henrys of the world, the Saquon Barkleys of the world. We're seeing all of that, but sometimes you can get bitten with that if you don't have that contract to a degree. You know what I'm saying? That can solidify those things. So the Cowboys and the way that they handle stuff, by them not being creative enough in that particular space, that I would prefer the Cowboys to draft a defensive guy or somebody like that can last long, because these boys don't know how to handle money. They don't know how to dibble and dabble into contracts to make it suitable, in my opinion. They always fold.
Well, I got three players in mind.
Who you got?
I got Travis Hunter, I got Genty, and I got the other running back from Kansas.
Okay.
Now, if you get a chance, man, check the running back out from Kansas, man.
Okay, I will do, man. Appreciate you for calling in, Mike. You know what I'm saying? Another Mike, man. All these Mikes, bad year for Mikes, man, in Dallas.
All right, man.
All right, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's Cowboys Mike. But I hope y'all ain't thinking that I'm saying that Saquon Barkley was his third contract or his second contract, that he's not worth it. But the way the Cowboys structure things, it's just they don't know how to be creative in that space. In my opinion, and my opinion could be off, Agree, interim, Al Harris, McCarthy sucks. I mean, Al Harris is a position play. Shout out to my guy Arnold that's in the chat. He's you're a Niner guy, right, Arnold? So with that being said, what y'all get for Mike McDaniels for that draft pick? For another team picking him up as a head coach? Because right now, Al Harris, his stock may be down just a little bit, right? Because of what the secondary is doing and these sorts of things. But you got to leverage that thing, Somebody said need a younger Mike. That's just how it goes, man. Niners ran out of gold. Yeah. They got players hurt and they got things that was happening. Or the Niners trying to leverage themselves to get Travis Hunter. They lose out. Some things happen crazily in the draft, Let's go. Appreciate everybody for jumping in. All right, I got my guy from the 530. You're live on the Nation. Talk to me.
Law. What's up, bro? How you doing?
Hey, man, all is well. Can't complain, bro.
I appreciate you. I'm just coming to first of all, I want to say, anybody see when Jerry Jones went to talk during the fight when they went to give him the mic?
What did you say? I saw it. I was, believe it or not, I was somewhere where I couldn't really hear the fight. I was just seeing the fight with the TV on mute. What did he say?
My goodness, they did what you did. They gave him. He got a mic and Jerry's about to speak. The mic didn't work. I started laughing, boy. I said, hey, I bet a lot of Cowboys fans started laughing, but that's past the subject because, you know what I mean? We got to get off that. I'm going to go like what the other homie was saying a couple calls ago about let's not try to just tank
Right.
You know what I mean? I feel like tanking on purpose, then that's going to leave kind of like, do we want to win when we get a good draft pick?
Right.
Does Ashton Genty want to come here to a team that just tanks to get him? I don't know, but I mean, he'd come here regardless. But what I feel is Ashton Genty, get him no matter what. If that's how it's going to go, get a big running back. I feel you on the defensive part too, with them lasting a little longer than these running backs. But come on now.
Yeah, that's why we had the Manster here versus Sweetness. You know what I'm saying? Walter Payton. Remember, we had the choice, and this was before Jerry Jones, of course. But their rationale was like, hey, at this spot, let's go ahead and get a guy that we can have for 8 to 10 years versus somebody that you can have for 3 to 4. I mean, Walter Payton, can you imagine him playing in the silver and blue with the star on the side of the helmet? My goodness, that would have been nice. But shoot, we went got a dog though on defense, so that worked for us though.
Yeah. Hey, at least it worked. At least it worked. That's what I want to see tonight. I want to see things working. I need Dono and Malik Hooker out the game, and Wanye and Marquise Bell up in there. For real.
Yeah.
Just try to figure out some things. These older guys that are getting beat, getting whooped. Like you say, we need to see what Izzy looked like. We don't even know what Izzy looked like because the seatbelt needs a little maintenance. He needs a little. They got that knockoff. O'Reilly seatbelt.
They got that Temu seatbelt. They got a Temu set. They got
the Temu seatbelt. No, I'm shout out to Kalen Carson, man. He's having a hard time. I couldn't expect for the round he got picked in for him to just come in and play like we wanted to play. But also, I mean, let's do like this. Let's do like the Cowboys fans. I live in 49er territory here in California, South Tahoe. So I'm rocking my gear all day, every day, getting trash talk, but I'm trash talking back. I'm not gonna get that. I'm bringing my Black Fourth energy, no matter what. And then what else? So the injuries, there's no excuses on how the season went. But as you can see, the injuries did play a big part. What happened to the Niners yesterday when Nick Bosa went out?
Yeah.
What happened when Nick Bosa went out? They lost because of Nick. They can make all excuses. No, it wasn't because of that. It was coaching. But no, right when Nick Bosa went out, Geno Smith and then started to run the ball down the field. They went down and ran on them boys. Nick Bosa was out. So we had both our edges out. D-Law and Micah, come on now. And in Deron Bland, we didn't even get to see our two guys, Biggs and Bland, together. We haven't even got to see our team at full potential. And that going out, all these are excuses with the injuries. But come on. Like, it is what it is. I think Mike McCarthy's going to be here next season, just to be realistically, even though people don't want to hear that. They're going for Ben Johnson, all these other coaches. But I realistically do think he's going to bring him back.
Let's make a switch. Let's get Kyle Shanahan and give the Niners Mike McCarthy.
Yeah. Let's do it. I'm with it.
Oh my God! But I hate to be the only reason why I'm out on Mike McCarthy.
Yeah.
The only reason why I'm out on him is because of the way he talked, the way he moved. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's just like anything. It's just like anything.
I'm tired of him. I'm tired of him, man. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
Yeah.
Oh man. But like, I just want a brain fart there. But I mean, Kyle Shanahan made it there twice. Didn't make it. Didn't win.
Right.
We don't want to make it there and lose.
Right. So I'm quite sure Niner fans are out on Kyle Shanahan. You know what I'm saying?
They are. I bet they are.
Yeah.
Just how quick Sirianni, they were out 4 weeks ago. The Eagles were out on Sirianni until they got them dubs. But I mean, come on, shoot. This in this day and age, I believe with everything, just instant gratification is everywhere. So I get it. Yeah. But when we start seeing things line up and the energy that I'm gonna keep over here, and when we start winning, I'm still here.
We still gonna be here.
I'm still here. You still here? I'm still watching. I'm still tapped in. And I want to tell everybody, how many people watching? Y'all need to hit that like button for all. Come on now.
Come on, man.
How many people watching in the chat? How many likes we got in there?
The Cowboys down, so are the nation down. We got 300 folks in here. No, to be 1,000 people in here, man. But hey, they going fishing, man. They going to go watch other stuff, man.
They are. And they salute to them. But I'm having fun. I'm having fun watching football, and watching other football too, other teams, and seeing what's actually going down. And I see other teams like tonight. I seen the way C.J. Stroud and the Texans they lost that. How'd they get five turnovers and lose that game?
Yeah, it's
So
crazy.
that was crazy. I mean, it's Detroit, but whatever. No matter what team it is, you got 5 turnovers. You win the turnover battle, you should come out on top.
No doubt, man. Appreciate you for calling in, right, my
We're
dog.
gonna see tonight.
Yeah.
How about them Cowboys? Come on, Law.
Come on with it. Let's get it, man. We got Woodrow. We know who the main problem is, Jerry and Steven, you know. Mike McCarthy may very much so be a brilliant coach. But being able to coach here with somebody over his shoulder 1,000% is crazy, right? And if we're going to bring back Mike McCarthy, I don't give a dog who we draft. You know what I'm saying? We're going to bring him back. Hey, I'm out on both of them. Somebody said, what about Dak? I'm out on Dak and Mike. I'm out on them boys. I'm out. Give me something else, man. Give me something else. I ain't finna be, let me finna run that back. No way, Jose. Give me something else, man. And what would be his contract? Because if you're going to go with Mike McCarthy for 2025, he got to at least have a 3-year contract. Marry his contract up with Dak, if that's the case. But if it's another 1-year deal, I'm out on Mike, man. I'm done with Mike McCarthy and Dak. I'm done with them two. Yeah, I said it, because I don't trust Mike McCarthy to stand on his own feet, just like anything. Mike McCarthy, he ain't showing like a little fight back, a push back, and none of that stuff, And I'm tired. I called out that third quarter mess last year when we was 12-5. I'm proud of myself of being one of the first ones to point that out. I don't like that. I was saying last year, man, give that brother a sneaker. And my God, a few people saw what Mike McCarthy exhibited and exuded. The first playoff game, 14 penalties. For us to go back the next year to be top 10 or top 5 or top 3 in penalties again. Don't y'all know that every single year we lead the league in penalties? And it's not like the officials. Some of the officials like, hey, man, I got to call a false start. I can't swallow that one. Even the officials be trying to help us out, and they can't. Illegal motion is illegal motion, man. Illegal shift is illegal shift. Offsides is offsides, man. We are an undisciplined team. Not knowing when to use your timeout, that had nothing to do with the aficionados, Roger Goodell, nor Jerry Jones. At some point, man, we got to say, hey, Mike, come on, man. So, yeah, man, I'm out on all of that, man. Shoot. Now, Jerry Jones gets some of the blame, but not all of it. He had no business doing certain things, but he definitely ain't control of the clock and your timeouts. And how you move. He should be able to stand tall. Hey, on something. Fight for what you got, Mike. If it was vividly, if you the head coach of this team, and you came out and said, hey, I don't want Ezekiel Elliott on his team. Damn it, dog, it's a contract year. Don't bring Ezekiel Elliott on his team. Stand toe-to-toe and said, hey, Jerry, I don't want him on his team. I can win with this. You can't bring that. That's your project, not mine. All right, well, we're going to have him working over here. I'm going to stay over here. That's weak stuff, man. You're trying to win games, not political war. Stand tall to your boss. Stand tall and say, hey, if you're going to bring Zeke, if Zeke is going to be the measure between me and success, then, hey, I'll hit the door walking. But I'm going to let everybody, mama, uncle, cousin, Tupac, and Biggie know that the reason why I'm walking is because you wanted Zeke back and I didn't. What the choice is yours. I guarantee y'all, If it would have been some stuff like this, Coach Mike McCarthy depart ways with the Dallas Cowboys due to the owner forcing a veteran player on him that didn't fit his system. Y'all would have said, man, you know what? At the end of the day, Mike McCarthy did his job, but man, we gonna have to respect him for standing on his business. You know, we can't pay his bills though, but at least he stood on business on what he believed in. Don't y'all know who? We would have gave him a round of applause, dog. We would have started a GoFundMe account and everything if he couldn't pay his bills. We would have did something for him and said, at least you stood toe to toe with Jerry Jones. And don't y'all know who did that? Bill Parcells. Bill Parcells was like, look, I don't want Terrell Owens. We can win with what we got. The Dallas Cowboys signed Terrell Owens to the Cowboys, and he's going to be the extra receiver to help out Bill Parcells, blah, 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 blah. To the point that Parcells like, okay, all right, you think I'm going to be dealing with this again next year? Nope. I'm not even going to call him Terrell Owens. I'm going to call him the player. That's because you know why he said that? Because that's the player y'all wanted. The player. That's the player y'all wanted. So I'm going to call him the player. He walked away. Don't y'all know, man? He walked away from a Super Bowl caliber team to stand on business. I'm a man before anything. I'm a man. I'm going to stand on business. I ain't finna, no. You going to do this to me? I got Super Bowls by my name. I'm going to stand on business. I ain't coming back. Y'all can go play that whoever you want to play. Bring in Wade Phillip. Bring in whoever. But I guarantee you'll be further if I was coaching this team. Don't y'all know how? Don't y'all know? Boy. Jamie says this team has no accountability since Parcells. Yeah. Bill said deuces. Mike McCarthy bend over. Bill Parcells said, I'm walking off. Mike McCarthy spreaded them. You know, that's the difference of the two. And at the end of the day, look how he's getting crucified over the decisions of not being able to stand on his own too. What about Button there? He ain't lying.
He ain't lying.
Yeah. Yeah. So those are the differences. Mm-hmm. What happened? I fixed it. Come here. What happened? Who? Bubble. Where's that? Bring it here. Go get it. Go get it. All right. We'll be right over there, okay? All right, sweetheart. She crying about something. I don't know. But yeah, man, look, that's just what it is. No Diddy. Yeah. Yeah, it's like Holly know I'm telling the truth. Law, you wild. Yeah, I know I'm telling the truth. So Mike stayed overnight. Oh my gosh, man. Oh my God. Daddy gotta go fix something over there in the corner. Something broke. But at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know, man. She crying. So we're gonna see what broke. Something like a bubble. I got this little bubble machine that you put the bubble soap in, and all the bubbles come out of it. And I guess something broke. From the 407, man. What you got, my guy? Jay Versick, what you got?
Oh, what's good, Law? What's good, Cowboy Nation?
Uh-huh.
Man, I just had like 2 or 3 questions for you.
Mm-hmm.
The first one wasn't the first one's not really the question. My thing is with the whole Mike McCarthy situation is you can see this coming from a mile away. And it's something you said about, I guess Troy Aikman them said back in the 95, 96 season, they said they had to win in spite of coaching.
Right.
This is when Mike McCarthy should have took his coaching and said, we got to win in spite of ownership. Like, between me and my coaching, I'm going to do whatever, knowing that they gave us nothing this offseason to win. So I got to put my best foot forward, because if I'm out of the door, I got to make sure my next job is ready for me.
Yep.
Now, the second thing it's really more towards Dak. Do you think, from what we've been seeing these last few years with injuries, Dak could possibly go on a Michael Gallup trajectory?
Dak is on that. Remember when Big Ben Roethlisberger kept getting hurt down the stretch, you know?
Right.
And I think that Dak is more. It could be that, and I don't want to speak that into that man's career. You know, we just signed him for his contract is all the way into the year 2032. That's a long time. It's a long time to be doing that.
Because you're talking about last year he had an MVP season, and then this year he was not trying to run. Everybody could see that something was off with him, man. The game he decided to run, he slightly tore his hamstring. He's about to have 3 surgeries on the same leg.
He's probably overcompensating. And here's my thoughts, and this is speculation for the nation. Now, I know people don't like speculation. You know, he was looking slow the entirety of the season anyhow. You know what I'm saying? And I was trying to, you know how something could be. It could. I'm not saying that it was already torn, but that it could have been bruised to a degree. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And he just went on ahead and ripped that game. You know what I'm saying? Because all throughout this, he looked very lethargic and slow the entirety of from week 1 up until that point. So even him running, it was like, hey man, it's like salt on the slug's back. So I'm sitting here, and the Dak, my guy, you know what I'm saying? Tad, my guy. Yeah.
Gave him 99 rating on Madden.
Yeah, you know, so he my guy. I want him to win, but at the end of the day, shoot, his feet never looked like it looked last year. Is what I'm trying to get at.
The main reason I brought this up to you all, because people have been saying, "Oh, Jerry Goff is a statue. Tom Brady was a statue. This and the third." But those 2 quarterbacks never had surgery on their legs in the situation that Dak had. Just Tom towards ACL, but we've seen players come back from ACL to Adrian Peterson. A freak of nature came back and was, you know what he was.
Yeah.
How do you help Dak now, knowing that he may literally become a statue, knowing that in today's NFL quarterback, there really aren't any statues as quarterbacks in today's game?
I mean, you can do it with creativity. Like Goff, we know he ain't going to beat nobody in the foot chase. You know what I'm saying? Outside of Jeff Heath that year. I said, damn, Jeff Heath, all you had to do was stay to the inside, funnel him back inside in that game. Because Jeff Heath, if he would have just funneled him back inside, we had inside help. But neither here nor there. I think Dak Prescott game is moving out of the side of the pocket, you know. And it's crass for us to say this, right? Because of the offensive line always had perceived value. That offensive line been like this juggernaut of offensive line. But the only time this offensive line been healthy, if people really do their homework, was before Dak got here. You know? He was on borrowed credit. Bro, I kid you not, when people really do their homework, the last time this O-line was healthy was 2015. But they got that borrowed credit from that year spilled over to, remember, old boy got hurt. Lyle Collins got hurt, and they put the dude in with the bad knees in 2016. What his name was? Went to Denver.
Oh, I know you're talking about.
Yeah, and then you had You had, Tyron Smith, he never finished the season, so he was always banged up. So that left side always been hurt. Of course, Travis Frederick, a dog. You know what I'm saying? Zach Martin at the time, a dog. But damn it, we still had Doug Free at right tackle. You know what I'm saying? He allowed, Doug Free, Dak rookie year allowed 8 sacks. You see what I'm saying? We had so people, they listen to the 3-letter, 4-letter network. They don't watch Cowboy games like you and I. So they said, oh, man, this offensive line got to be in 2017. You remember 2017, that was the year old boy Chaz Green gave up 8 sacks in one game. Yeah.
And adding to that, that's also, was it that year or the next year, 2018, when Xavier Su'a-Filo was getting destroyed by almost every defensive tackle, and it was like Doug had nothing he could do.
And he had Jumbo Joe Looney. He had Joe Looney. He had Su'a-Filo, Joe Looney. That's 18, right? In 2019, we had more and more injuries on that line, whereas people were going back and forth with this and that. So every year, people been saying that this offensive line been like, it's like what the Detroit got. They ain't the same, man. Come on, man. They ain't the same, man. Detroit got them a whole line, bro.
Man, that was really the main thing I really wanted to call you about, because I just know that now these injuries happen on his right leg, which is also the same leg he throws off with. Like, I really truly wonder how that could be in 2025.
Let me lay this on you and everybody who want to really do some research. The first time Dak Prescott got his leg broken, Terrence Steele, who's my guy, he lost containment. Dak flooded out to the left because his ass got his ass whooped. Terrence Steele, you know what I'm saying? Got his on his offensive line now, and he flushed him out. And I was like, "Oh snap, go Dak, go Dak!" Because remember, we were behind in that game. Remember, it was a rough, rugged game. And Logan Ryan or Ryan Logan, Wolverine, whatever, he jumped on his back to get him down. You see what I'm saying? That's how he broke his leg.
Yep.
Because we went. We knew all that year that Steele was getting his ass whooped all that year, and we put an unproven, undrafted guy to be the right tackle to protect your quarterback that you refuse to pay. So I just look at this as a consequences of you being cheap, right? But still, still after that year, he became a little bit better because that happened in 2020. In 2021, he played a whole lot better because he improved. But then when Steele got hurt, Steele, to me, is back to that same Steele that got Dak Prescott hurt the first time.
Right.
Yeah. I mean,
that was really all I wanted to say, man. I appreciate you. Appreciate all you do for the nation, man. Go Cowboys, and hope we pull off an upset tonight.
Hope we do, man. Appreciate you, man. Yeah. No doubt. Yeah. Here's my thoughts, and I see D'Angelo Brown said La'el Collins was better. Let me tell y'all how we dropped the bag on that. I don't give a dog. And I want y'all to do y'all research again. La'el Collins, as a guard, never allowed a sack on Dak Prescott. La'el Collins, as a right tackle, had to transition his body, his mechanics, over to be a right tackle. He allowed plenty of sacks. He had one good year after an atrocious year, right, at playing right tackle. To me, he would have been a Hall of Fame guard, but he was a Pro Bowl right tackle. But I get all of the big boys that know more football and play more football than me to say, hey, man, you don't know what you're talking about. But where La'el Collins at now? La'el Collins would still be playing in the National Football League right now if he'd have just stayed at guard. They day the Cowboys ruined that kid. And I get it. You know, I understand, you know, tackles make more money than guard. But right now, La'el Collins will be entering into the grace and mercy of being one of the greatest guards well, one of, not the, but one of in this particular league. Show me how I can show you highlights of La'el Collins at guard. You can't find me highlights of him being at right tackle. Come on, baby. And pulling and getting in front of you, shoot. But the Cowboys spoiled that by being cheap and being so creative in their own way. All they had to do, you had Tyron Smith, La'el Collins, and then at that time, you had Travis Frederick. You had Zach Martin. Oh, you should have just, and then of course when Travis Frederick went down, but you should have went and drafted a right tackle or went in free agency and got you a proven commodity as a right tackle. You know what I'm saying? But you try to make something and stand on your high horse and say, okay, I'm making this dude a right tackle. What's the year we made it to that was his best year. But we went through some crazy growing pains in 2017. We went through some crazy growing pains because that's when we kicked La'el Collins to right tackle, right? To get Doug Free up out of there, right? And then the year we made it to the playoffs, he got his ass whooped and he sacked Dak Prescott in that playoff game. Yeah, La'el Collins, he sacked Dak Prescott in 2018. Yeah, because he didn't know where to put his feet. La'el Collins, if you look at it, phenomenal year in 2019. If you look up his stats and accolades, that was the year that he made Pro Bowl or whatever in 2019. This last time La'el Collins was good at right tackle in 2019. Yeah, he was stumbling and falling and getting all in the way in 17 and 18. Those first 2 years, growing pains. Go look it up. In 2019, we ain't made the playoff. We 8-8. Yeah. So the Joe organization is kind of backwards when it goes down to the offensive line, but we still get called, oh, man, this is offensive line, man, you know. Our worst spot was the left side of the field. Tyron Smith never stayed healthy. We had Xavier Su'a-Filo out there, and we had shout out my guy Jumbo Joe Looney, and that's it. On the left side or center. And then we tried to experiment with what's the guy that we put in at guard? Texas Longhorn guy, Connor Williams. Look how long we stuck with that Connor Williams thing. He ain't no guard, y'all. Dak was running for his life. And y'all trust the Cowboys to tank to go get another Connor Williams? Oh, come on, man. Tyler Guyton, too. Tyler Smith is different, and I like Tyler Smith. And maybe I give Tyler Guyton a little grace and mercy. But shoot. All right. From the 713, last but not least, man, talk to me.
Yeah, this Law Nation?
Yeah. And remember, this is me.
Hey, what's up, Law, man? This is Marshall. This is Marshall from Houston, first time calling.
Okay, what's good with you, man?
Question. So I wanna think long term in the future when Jerry is not controlling his team. Do you have any hope of Steven actually running this team how it's supposed to be ran and actually bringing in a GM and actually bringing in the coaching staff? Is he, because y'all are up there in Dallas, I'm in Houston, I gotta
right
deal with these Texan fans out here who's gonna play their Super Bowl tonight. Do you think Steven is anything like Jerry?
I think that Stephen Jones he's a penny pincher. So he's not, he literally, and then he telegraphed everything. that they do. At least Jerry can give you some mystique. He can give you some mystery. He give you a little, hey, what's this behind what they got behind, the curtains number 4. But Steven is not going to give you that, right? So Stephen Jones, it may be worse with him. My thing is, and then Stephen Jones, I don't think that he's so creative enough or have the moxie enough to pull off this thing that we just seen with the fight here in Dallas. I don't think that you didn't see him up there talking, right? So I think that with Stephen Jones, either this can get worse or it can get good or it can get better. You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm saying. It's because I don't think Stephen Jones have the mindset to be the general manager. So maybe by some sheer of hope that a real general manager come in and Stephen Jones handle the books.
Okay.
That would be our only Hail Mary right there, literally. That a real general manager come in and Stephen Jones can still penny pinch. And let me put it this way. Let me put it this way, bro. And I'm trying to craft my words so I can still move around in Dallas, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to craft my words like Law said. You know what I'm saying? And then people having me knocking my door, Law gone. You know what I'm saying? What happened to Law, man? He gone, man. Shoot, I'm refreshing the YouTube page. You don't see him no more. Here's my thoughts. Jerry, there's mixed philosophies from Jerry and Steven. We know that there's war between those two. Steven do 2 or 3 episodes a week. Jerry do 2 or 3 episodes a week. Jerry have the ability to pull the trigger on trigger tray, right? Stephen Jones would never, right? And Jerry, there's mix on. Steven wanted to get rid of D-Law. Jerry wanted to keep him, right? If Jerry is not here, D-Law can't force a situation with call your daddy. You know what I'm saying? He can't call his dad if he ain't here. You see what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is that with Stephen Jones, ultimately, there wouldn't have been D-Law on this team. Maybe we had freed up money. Maybe we bring in somebody else. Without Jerry Jones, there wouldn't have been Trigger Trey here. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm getting at. I'm trying to keep it, you know what I'm saying? But that's just what it is. So I'm not saying that Law and Trey are problems here. But to a degree, that's about $40 million that we spent that we ain't using right now. If you really do the numbers on it, right? We paid Law, they gave him $40 million. His contract counted more against the cap than Dak Prescott in 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022. And if anybody want to check me, because if they do their homework, they'll look at it and see that Law's contract counted a lot against the cap, more than the quarterback.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm holding out hope, man. I'm always gonna be a fan, but man, I don't know how much longer I could take a Jerry.
Man. Yeah.
All right, Law.
I appreciate you, bro. Thank you for calling in all the way from Houston, man. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm down here in the trenches, man.
No doubt, bro. Salute, man. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Somebody doing their homework now. Let me see. Let me double check Law. I ain't gonna realize. Oh, snap. His contract did count more against the cap in those years. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, this team got so many other ancillary pieces that goes wrong that is a viewpoint. You got two different philosophies. We know that Jerry thinks differently of this team than Steven, and Steven thinks differently from Jerry, right? But, it goes back to This right here, you can't have two masters. You can't have two masters in the house. And you can't have two rulers in the house because one is going to circumvent the other. One is going to, it's just how it goes, unfortunately. Unfortunately, you know. So maybe you cut one off, maybe we just be a solid foundation on this, you know. Yeah. Right. So, who you want to draft, Law? JB Cowboy at 94? I don't. It's way too soon. Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know, man. You know. So if the Cowboys were wise and smart tonight, they would start Trey Lance. They would try to get as much as they can to show him that, hey, to show the world that, hey, he's a quarterback. They would have revamped their offense, by the way, install more RPOs. They would have said, okay, hey, this is a former first-round draft pick. A lot of teams had him high on the board, blah, blah, blah. Hey, he has misfortunes with the 49ers. He's been in this system for 2.5 years now. Here's a display of Trey Lance versus the Texans. This will be the preseason 2.0 for the Cowboys. The preseason of 2025. And if Trey, you can do this two things. If Trey can give you any substance of you like, hey, I see that. Oh, this is what he looked like now when you got if Lamb playing, or this is what he looked like when you got Mingo, when he got weapons out, absolutely weapons out there, versus people that's working, Ubers and Lyfts and all of that stuff. And, and now you can say, okay, all right, so this is what he looks behind the number one team one, and we can move the ball a little bit against a defense that's ranked 13th or 14th in the National Football League, a team that went toe-to-toe, blow for blow against the Lions, right? And if he can show you those things, then you can either do two things. You can either trade him or go back at him with the Stephen Jones special and say, hey, I got a 2-year contract for you for $15 million, or a 2-year contract, for $10 million, whatever it may be. And now you got your backup quarterback for the foreseeable future. And then when he goes into the offseason next year, you can leverage that, right? Now you can trade him. But right now, you really can't really do much. Who going to trade him? They're going to be like, because you got to sign and trade. You just can't trade Trey Lance now. People are like, oh, man, we just wait for you to cut him. Yeah, his contract is ending. The Cowboys wet the bed with this. Cooper Rush don't have a contract for the foreseeable future for 2025, nor do Trey Lance got a contract for the foreseeable future for 2025. Yeah, so your best bet, if they show you something in this game, then you work something out with them. You know what I mean? You work something out, Trey, let me holler at you right quick. Got a 2-year deal for you. And then in the mindset, you trying to trade him, Yeah. And I'm not saying this to go against Dak Prescott, though, by the way. I'm just saying this. I'm just saying it, being open and transparent with you guys. Nah, I ain't going to say it. Y'all gonna be hitting me up with hate mail, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh man, you said about Dak Prescott, man, you wrong, man. Put it like this. You put enough smoke in the house, people run up out of that house, You put enough smoke in the house, they will run up out of that house and they will request a trade. That's all I'm saying. I'm just speaking those type of terms, you shoot. He be like, oh, you gonna do this to me? I'm not the start. Oh, I request a trade. And then he be evil Dak. Ooh, I said his name. Dak fool around, go to the damn Giants, and we be like, damn, look at Dak. He shot it, Law, what you mean? Well, We know that he got the no trade clause on his contract. We know that he came off of a year of an all-pro, right? And we know that the Cowboys, they played that game of we want him, we don't want him, we want him, we want him. They played that crazy game. And regardless of how people feel about this, you know when somebody love you. You know when somebody giving you their all, right? And the Cowboys didn't exhibit that. They didn't do that all offseason. That's why karma's right there at the doorstep. Yeah. I want somebody to disrespect me with $250 million. Yeah. But most of all, that's what they did. They they waited to the day of the first game to sign the man, right? That's totally disrespect. You know what I'm saying? Because no other team in the National Football League operates that way but the Cowboys. Come on, man. Yeah. Shit. Yeah, so yeah, Rush is gonna show up on the sideline. Y'all crazy, man. Yeah. But the NFL act like it. Let him go. We've seen the ceiling. Yeah, the only way you can do it now is smoke him out. But the problem is Trey Lance and Cooper Rush, especially Trey, shout out to him. He was the IG model, quote unquote, that couldn't cook. Y'all can't tell me that if Trey Lance were to go and cook in the preseason game and was 25 for 30 for 300 yards for preseason 1, and then preseason 2, if he was 25 for 28 for, let's say here, 230 and 3 touchdowns. And then on the final preseason game, if Trigger Trey was like 21 for even 27 for 300 yards, that week 1 versus the Cleveland Browns, the Dallas Cowboys signing Dak Prescott for $250 million. No way. Yeah. What they did with Trey and his crass, they didn't believe in Dak. And I get it, I understand. Trey, that was the IG model. They said, all right, well, it was the wrong skillet. Let's go find another skillet for him. You know what I'm saying? And maybe the menu was just too difficult. Let's see if he can fry an egg. They got the egg. They gave him a cast iron skillet. He didn't know how to put the grease on it. That egg was just sticking everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And you're like, well, hey, I tell you what we going to do? We saw some improvement pre-season too, but what we going to do is we just going to ask to see if he can fix us some instant oatmeal or some instant grits, because the organic stuff, the other stuff, he can't cook. So they went and gave Trey Lance some instant packages of noodles, some instant packages of grits, some instant packages of oatmeal, and they said, come on, cook us something, and he threw 4 or 5 picks. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. Yeah. They lost all the leverage, and they were looking at each other like, man, we cooked, dog. We know who Rush is. But Trey, he ain't as advertised, man. All right, so what we gonna do? Well, shoot, you got to pay Dak. We can't let him go through this season. We look like fools. Here, come on, man. Cook us something. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. Eggs had shell in there. No, man, what is this, man? Protein, calcium. Dog, did he use a spatula? No, he tried to flip the egg by himself. Why the instant grits looking runny? Too much water. He put it in the microwave. Oh my gosh, man. They said, look, man, you better sign Dak. And that's exactly what happened. The Dallas Cowboys signed Dak Prescott to a 4-year deal, well, really 5-year to the year 2032. Yeah, get him up out of there. It's been a tough year. Somebody laughing. Yeah. Oh, my God, somebody laughing. Y'all know it. Y'all know I'm telling the truth, man. What time the game come on? Let me see what time the game come on, boy. Shoot, any other team, they meanwhile, the Eagles, they went and got Kenneth Pickett, tiny hands, and also drafted a quarterback. They ain't playing around with that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Well, hey, Trey, man, put some butter in that doggone instant grits, man. Put some butter on there, man. You know, microwave Trey. Yeah, what they did. They made Jimmy Dean sausages, ain't it, Trey? Them the great value kind, man. What's going on? Why they so rubbery? Trey gonna kill me when he see me. Trey gonna be like, I heard you talking about me, boy. Just like, boy, I talked so much about Rico. I saw Rico like this. Man, I ain't stunning Law Nation. I ain't stunning Law Nation. I know he saw that video. And y'all done snitched on Law. Y'all like nothing, man. Y'all roastless, man, over there. Y'all tagging. I posted the doggone thing with the extension. Y'all tagging. Hey, Rico, this is what Law said about you. Y'all ain't no good, boy. Yeah. Y'all done fool around. I done talked about Rico hair and extensions. Didn't realize Cowboys' experience was the following week. And Rico sitting there like, man, he ain't studying this dude. Shit. Oh my gosh, boy. Y'all had Rico hot at me. I was just asking the question. I didn't know brothers cut their hair off and put it back in there. I didn't know that. Boy, y'all wrong, man. Now y'all gonna be talking about Trey. Hey, Law said you can't fry an egg, man. You know, he was looking at the ingredients like, them Jimmy Dean sausages. Oh, the great value sausage. Now, it says 60 seconds. Do it mean 6 minutes, you know, or 60 minutes? You know, you put the dog. Oh, my gosh, boy. Oh, Lord, man. They're going to go with Rico with a 2-year deal. Yep. We beat the Steelers on the prayer. That Steelers win look different now, though, huh? Yeah, but all right, y'all, man. I hope you guys had a great time today. We'll be back for Instant Trade for some more conversation to rule the nation, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Love y'all to the moon and back. But yeah, I don't care if they Jimmy Dean sausage, great value sausage, pre-packaged sausages, the little round ones, especially if they ones you cut. Put them on a skillet, man. Put them things on a skillet at least. Fry mine hard. You know what I'm saying? I don't want no rubbery ones, though. You know, put mine on a skillet. Don't put it in the microwave. None of y'all like microwave food. Back in college, I was dating a girl. She had took some eggs and put it in the microwave and stirred them up. She said, watch, you got to stir them every minute. And I was like, hell no, girl. You just better put that egg on a damn skillet. And put some onions in there, man. And some garlics. Yeah, garlic powder, man. Some onion powder, all this. I want mine seasoned. I want to see some texture on my eggs. Come on. She's like, nah, you can just put it in the microwave. And this girl made scrambled eggs in the microwave. I guarantee you to this day, she's single. Yeah. I said, damn. Boy, to this day, I bet you she's single. I ain't gonna call out her name. But don't y'all ladies be putting them damn eggs in the microwave. Don't be fixing me no instant grits right here in the microwave, too. Shout out to you, Double R. Salute to you, my dog. So with that being said, tonight, let's be victorious in our individual battles. We got preseason rules over here. Law, what are preseason rules? Preseason rules are this right here. Look for the individual players to see what they can do. I hate to say this because I want to win. I hate losing more than I love winning. But preseason rules are into effect. So if I see Mingo catching the slant and he holding on to the ball and it's 15 yards, I say, yeah. But then the next play is 3 and out. I said, but I saw Mingo catch a slant in the middle of the field. I saw something there. If I see Ryan Flo just snag a ball out of the sky, reaching all the way back, like, give me that egg. Yeah. You know? I'm like, yeah, he can catch ball in the traffic. Right? Now, if Rico, if he tonight averaged 6 yards per toe, extension and all, extend Rico for another year. Add him in with another running back. Rico and then what's the guy name? Genty. Yeah, administration. Yeah, let's do that. And Carson, is he playing tonight? If Carson can give us 2-3 picks, all will be forgiven. I will control, out, delete everything I said about Carson tonight. Yeah. But Carson, just don't give up the big plays. Right? Who else we need to look at this tonight? We already know who Brandon Aubrey is. We already know who's Brian Anger. Well, those guys are solid. But let me see Izzy and them up out there. And let me see Wanye. You know. Let's get this thing victorious the best way possible, baby. Yeah, let's get crunk tonight. I got 3 more shows. I got a pregame show during the game and the post. I still got 3 more shows for y'all. But Mama said these things on my way out. Mama always say that quote from Les Brown. I was mad at you, son. You knew that you could always come home to Mama when I was sleeping out of my car, but I refused to lose. I felt as if though I left the nest, I don't have to go back. So I had a lot of pride too. So I slept out of my car. But there was this old CD player, the ones that you put in and take out, right? I had a Les Brown CD in there. And it was a motivational CD. And on the end of his closing, it states this right here. Mama was really mad at me though. Baby, you could have went and came back to Natchez, Mississippi. You could have let me know that you were sleeping out of your car at Jackson. Could have told me. Mama would have took care of you. But it was necessary for me to grind. It was necessary for me to figure it out, ladies and gentlemen. It was necessary for me to stand on my own 2 feet and be a man and to get back up again. And if you want a thing bad enough to go out there and fight for it, to work day and night for it, to give up your time and your peace and your sleep, if all of your desires of it makes you quite mad that you don't get tired, and it makes you hold everything tawdry and cheap, if life itself seems empty and useless without it, and all that you scheme and dream is about it, if you will gladly go out there and sweat for it and fret for it or plan to lose all terror of your mind, if you would simply, just simply go after the thing you want with all of your capacity, strength, sagacity, with faith, hope, and confidence, and stern pertinacity. If neither cold or the poverty or the famish or the fame or the sickness of the body or brain can turn you away from the thing you want, if dogged and grim and besieged and beset with the help of Almighty. Rodriguez says, Law, keep the faith. Cowboy gonna mess around and keep our season alive tonight. Well, let's go. Stand tall or not at all. Win, lose, or draw. We got to learn something from this. Just like I could have easily went back to Natchez, Mississippi and said, Mama, I didn't make it. I lost. But I figured it out one way or another. And look at me now. Appreciate y'all. Mama, I love you. Let's get it. Let's get on up out of here. In the words.
Give me my theme music.
Prime time. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate you. Iceberg Q. The law on the microphone, nothing but the best. Appreciate you. Come on with it. One love, DC for life, baby.
I've been really in the field, lot of rush, I love the field.
Lately, I just wanna run it up, baby. Where my credits at? There we go. Here we go. Ooh, come on with it. Mama said, there'll be days just like this. Come on. Come on.
Need them ones, I need them fives, need them tens, I need that change to the safe, got blues inside. Greens and pinks, it's all the same. I still save and roll my change. Take some losses when I play.
Charge it to the what?
I'm with L, yeah, I'm with T, Black, I'm with Rabbit now. I'm with Ray, yeah, I'm with Jay, yeah, I'm with Chuck and now. Still the same, not switching sides, no, it's about loyalty. You switch sides off for the bag, and that's worth more to me. I mix Nike with designer, I experiment. You just rock what's on the shelf, and I'm not feeling it. Search for the one, but baby girl, it's nothing real as this. Can't trust a soul, I keep a hammer, call it too legit. I've been really in the field, love the rush, I love the feel. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Don't need no deals, I make the deal. Have to take it to a meal. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Yeah. Kinda check a song. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Count that too, count up. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Yeah. I just be off the dome. I never own no chrome. Too many foes and clones. Yeah. I be at home alone. I be in zones alone. I be on road alone. Yeah. I be really in the field. Emotional damage. I just wanna run it up. Don't need no deals, I make the deal. I have to take it to a meal. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Yeah. Kinda check a song. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Count that too, count up. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Jeez.
Lately, I just wanna run it up.
We gonna come up out of the grave, baby. Rowdy, boy, I tell you, man, thank you so much for the $20.
Henderson, $20.
Yeah, you just saying it without, I appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you, man. Let's get on up out of here, man. One love. I appreciate you, man. Thank you for your support. Come on, baby. Preseason 2.0. We're here. And the message of the day is sometimes holding on does more damage than letting go. Yeah. So gotta let it go.
That's where the guts went. Just dropped.
Oh my gosh. They said that Trey Lance didn't know you had to boil the water. Oh my goodness, but y'all better stop eating them instant oatmeal and them instant grits and putting your eggs in the microwave. Y'all need to stop that now. Stop that. Put that thing on the skillet.